And we're live.
Or maybe I don't want to keep going for now.
Right, I'm gonna go make dinner, so I'll be back.
Yeah, it's been a bit slow on me today. Hopefully.
What's slow on you today?
Just YouTube loading stuff. Trying to get the link and it's like... ugh.
My phone just vibrated. I probably means I just got the notification. Who the fuck's holding that flag?
No one in particular, just kind of put one coming out of the audience. The next one's also going to be like that. I added a few like in advance ones. There's one more in advance.
You got Flurry holding one behind her head.
The way everything's positioned, it's not very easy to give everyone one.
Hi, Coops.
Okay.
Well, the 1,000-year snore.
Oh, the links are out.
The 1,000-year boar. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, viewer. I think it's plural. Viewers.
So we're going to be doing The Pit, Red. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think first, probably... Should I do the troubles before or after the pit? Probably after.
Probably after, because that's more flexible than the pit.
Yeah. I should look over my items. I got a lot
There's
of
no
items.
hit-related troubles you have in there, right?
Nah, that's not until post-game.
They added one. Fuck!
So... just need to... store all these mushrooms.
I started working on my recipe list.
Yeah, I think most of my inventory is good. I just want to get some maple syrups to combine with these super mushrooms.
You know what's a good cheap FP item?
No?
Fresh salad. 15 FP and just combine say turtley leaf and a horsetail.
Kind of have to go out of your way to get the horsetail, though.
Not really. It's right next to Petalburg.
But let me rephrase that. You have to leave Rogueport.
Wow. You're fucking...
Actually, they might have to do that anyway for maple syrup. You remember where those are sold?
So, what did you say?
Maple syrup.
Why am I blanking? I would try Glitzville first. I don't know if they are there, but that's what my gut says is the first place to check.
I was gonna say, wait, the last pipe didn't open up, but I guess I technically didn't bring back the last crystal star, because that'll open up the door.
I too always assume the West Side shop has maple syrup, but it doesn't.
Nope.
This
And
one
neither
doesn't
does
either.
Glitzville. Okay.
Chapter 4. I feel like Chapter 4's gotta.
Think I could feel about Chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
House. We walk in on House with his GameCube playing Chapter 4. You know what? House claims he's a Metroid fan, but he's probably a closeted Paper Mario fan.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean, Harain?
I could see. Live streams are cheaper here than in Rogueport.
Interesting.
Rogueport, they're 50 coins.
Let's see. I don't have any on me, so buy one.
Small thing about this remake is it doesn't have the thing Origami King and some fan ROM hacks do, where they show you an icon for your 1-up or life shroom on the HUD, but it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
They didn't need to do that.
I do one in storage.
I do kind of like in Origami King that you can only hold one 1-up mushroom, though. That was one of the more cheap or brain-dead strategies of classic Paper Mario, is being able to just store a shit ton of life shrooms and go to a fight.
Yeah.
Do we take the remake? Sorry. What were you saying, IKG?
No, I was just agreeing you could kind of cheese it, yeah.
Okay. Uros says, do you think the remake of Thousand Year Door is better than FF7 Rebirth? I don't think any of us have played it.
Nope.
So.
Zach has, but he's not here.
Not exactly in a stream with a lot of RPG buffs.
I mean, speak for yourself, man. I just haven't gotten there. No, it's true. I haven't played that many, but
You sound more like a wannabe RPG buff than an RPG buff.
I am. You're right. I am a wannabe RPG buff, and that's okay.
IKG wants to sit down and play all of these fucking dozens of hour games.
My goal is sometime this summer to start Xenoblade Chronicles 1, finally. Been looking forward to that for so long.
Cool.
So that's an example. And I have been slowly working through my Mario RPGs, so
Yeah.
Bowser's Inside Story right now.
And then Color Splash.
Color
And
Splash will be after that, so
that one day, maybe even Origami King.
not maybe, but one day.
Hey.
I'm not going to quit. I'm going to do it all. Hell, I'll even play the Thousand Year Door remake, but not yet.
Get to Uros Keswick's one of his favorite Switch games.
Oh, Origami King is one of your favorite. Cool. That's awesome. I mean, the game looks great.
You can't cook two Super Shrooms together. They just don't let you. I swear you were allowed to do that before. I don't think there was a reason to.
I mean,
But you could.
all you do is make a mistake, probably.
Or it's just a more expensive way of making a normal shroom item. Do you think TTYD should be nominated Game of the Year? I don't really believe in giving remakes Game of the Year.
I just don't really care about the Game Awards stuff.
Well, yeah, but just on principle. I don't...
I actually think there should be a category for remakes.
Well, yeah, no, a separate
Considering
category.
there's so
talking about
many of
remakes,
them in
sure.
the modern industry, I think it'd be cool if there was a category for that. So to kind of play devil's advocate, what if that was the case?
If
In
we're
that
talking
case,
best
sure,
remake
nominate
of the year, sure, I would be down to absolutely just.
It's at least worthy of a nomination, I think. But the year is also only halfway done. Bino
The
Spino
Forgotten Land
says,
did not come out this year at all.
are you going through and 100%ing?
Yeah, I do intend to 100%. I'm not gonna, do all the cleanup, getting all the star pieces and such on stream, though. I'm just gonna settle for, in this stream,
Major
I'm gonna...
content.
in this stream, I'm going to do the Pit of 100 Trials, and depending on how much time is left afterwards, do the last few troubles that are available to me. Then next stream, I'll do the Palace of Shadows.
Sounds good.
And then post-game stuff.
The stream after that will be post-game stuff. That might be a short stream depending on how much there is. I know of there are two extra bosses. I know of one of them, which we have available to us right now. But
someone also said you should go through the pit a second time.
And I guess maybe we'll do that in the post-game thing.
I did actually look up something. And I intentionally spoiled myself, you could say. Because I thought, I'm going to back him up and say, you absolutely should complete the pit twice.
On
stream. Which I say because, that obviously you need to set time aside to do the pit. So do it twice.
Well,
it's worth it.
You do have a pit trouble you wanted to do at the post game, right? So
yeah. From my understanding, there isn't really much post game content. So
yeah, Thousand Year Door already had some post game content, just
not a lot. But mainly fighting those two bosses, and I get the sounds of it is it's probably at the bottom of the pit again, so we'll do that.
RE4 got nominated last year. I'm not saying that remakes don't get nominated for Game of the Year. I said I'm opposed to it.
Interesting how the modern intelligent systems devs looked at Super Paper Mario and said, yes! We really liked how you had to do the pit twice to see everything. Let's add that to I love that. I love they took that from Super.
At least it's only twice.
I mean, true.
That game with essentially 4 pits.
Essentially 4 pits?
What are your thoughts on the current condition of the games industry? Which part of it?
It's
a loaded question. I mean, there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad and there's a lot in the middle.
It's a big old mess.
Yeah.
As someone who wants to have a career in independent game development, a big part of the reason I stress independent is because of the fucking state of work culture for mainstream game devs.
You could
like if we're talking like the AAA industry, shit's kind of fucked in a lot of ways.
It's pretty bad right now.
Like
in a lot of studios.
Honestly, like outside of Nintendo, I don't really pay much attention to the AAA scene. Like occasionally there'll be like a game like, Sekiro or something, or like Ghost of Tsushima that like I'm interested in, but most of the games that I play are, Nintendo games or indie games, or maybe like some occasional AA type games.
There's a few games outside of that I'm interested in. There's painfully a couple of Sony properties I'm interested in, but I still don't have a PS5 because none of it warrants getting a PS5, and frankly, they are almost certainly going to come to PC at some point. So
I think I have a pretty diverse palette when it comes to games and publishers.
Yeah, my palette's pretty
but
diverse.
Nintendo
but
is kind of always like my... Yeah, Nintendo is kind of like my home base, just because I enjoy their franchises so much.
You know what a lot of the AAA franchises I do like have in common besides Nintendo's?
Genre?
They're available on PC.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, there are exceptions, but a lot of the time when I get into a AAA game series, the ones I look at and say, I'm interested in that, are available on PC, so I don't need to get a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, I don't plan on buying a PS5. Doesn't mean there aren't PS5 games I want to play that I do not have access to.
I don't plan on buying the PS5 either. The console's cool. My friend Tommy has one. I just not that interested.
I have a DualSense.
Yeah, me too. I'm
I
using
use
it right now.
PC.
Yeah. I have Red Stream on one monitor, and I'm playing DMC5 on the other. I hope you don't mind, Red.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
read
gonna be playing the pit, so it's not gonna be the most exciting to look at.
That's okay.
Although, if you want me to whine about
It'll be
PC
fun.
gaming for a moment, we could talk about the fucking Windows 11 testing the spying on you AI thing they want to try to deploy.
Oh yeah.
Alright, here's my door looking. A couple power
It is-
punches, a boost sheet, some HP drains, and a bunch
It
of
is
healing.
amazing how much Microsoft just decided to go and shit on me with Windows 11. Right after I decided, fuck, I need to use Windows 11.
I know. It's terrible.
It sounds like it'll be okay so far, but like, I'm not holding my breath. Spino says, do you prefer the remakes music or the originals? I'm sure you've been asked this before, so sorry. I think all the remakes music in general is great, but some I feel a little out of place or over-orchestrated.
That is a very difficult question that I don't know if I'll ever actually be able to definitively answer. Because there are like, first off, I'm not getting like the best. I'm not able to take in the music while I'm playing that well, just with my setup with my headphones, and it's kind of hot, so I have my fan on, so I'm not like hearing the game that well.
Plus,
But-
we're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I have listened to some tracks outside the game, and
It's a
There's-
really good soundtrack, almost across the board.
wait, wasn't there a thing about skipping to the 50th?
I'm pretty sure that's before you actually, like, entered the pit.
Hmm.
I don't know much about how it works. I didn't look it up.
You know, I'm gonna reset the game.
Floor 1 mover.
Yeah, but anyways, so generally from what I've listened to the soundtrack, it is good, but like it's sort of in the, a lot of it sounds like how remixes kind like of, like, I mean they are remixes, but like when you listen to like a remix of a track on like YouTube, it's like, this sounds really good. Might not be the most fitting for the game. I mean, this is probably a little better than that, but
It's better than the commonality of that, but it definitely hasn't felt like one-to-one exactly in every single situation, but 9 times out of 10 I've been pretty damn happy with it.
how is this going to the 50th work? Because
I don't know. Do you think now that Square is no longer working with Sony, that Final Fantasy games will be coming to Nintendo consoles? Fucking maybe.
can someone look up how the going to the 50th floor thing, like skipping to the 50th if you've been there before, works? But anyways, like, mover is in the room with the, don't know when you unlock it. Is it something where you have to beat the pit for that to be unlocked?
Is in the room with the save block, but I don't know when you unlock it. Great. Yeah, I don't want to keep looking things up about this. I'm just gonna spoil myself on shit.
Well, if it's supposed to be in this room, then it's not here right now, and I'm guessing I have to beat all 100 floors for it to appear, so I'm just gonna go in, and we're doing all 100. But anyways, soundtrack. It's, how do I, like, in a lot of ways it does feel a bit like remixing in some places where some parts feel a bit too bombastic. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I'll, as someone who's a longtime fan of the original, I'll be pretty nitpicky about it, but it's whatever. For what it is, from what I've heard, it is really good. The other thing is that I really liked the synthy style of the original, and not to say that this is devoid of like any synth stuff, but it's not as much, so in a way it does kind of not have that appeal to me anymore, but not that I dislike it for that.
I also adore the new dynamic stuff.
But like that's the big thing is, like, even if I end up there are a couple tracks already where I think I still prefer the original, like the Glitz Pit, which that is kind of an odd, like, I know why they did it, but it is kind of an odd direction. But I think I do definitely, that's like one where I can definitively say I think I prefer the original. But aside from that, it is difficult to try and compare them. Because, like, even if I do end up preferring the individual pieces of the original to their counterparts here, this version adds a lot more music and a lot more variations. So it's like, even if I prefer the originals, I still like what they have here. So it's kind of an impossible comparison to me.
Nice.
They made really good arrangements of this soundtrack and more variations, and that's cool. Whether or not I personally prefer it or not is, I don't fucking know, and I don't think I will ever know.
It's complicated.
Now, if you were to ask IKG that question, he'd probably just definitely say he prefers this.
Well, I really haven't heard much of it, just like you. I mean, actually, way less. I've been playing the game. Based on the direction that it's taking, probably. I don't dislike the original soundtrack, but I thought it was a little behind the times for 2004 on the GameCube in many ways. Star Fox Assault came out a year later with a fully orchestrated soundtrack from the Tokyo Philharmonic. So, now, obviously they're going for different styles. So that's just one example. But I just thought the synthesized direction in some pieces kind of limited the scope and the grandiosity of what the game was trying to be. So that doesn't seem like it's going to be an issue anymore. The original soundtrack's still very good. But yeah, I probably just prefer the new one. Pretty
Honestly, IKG, I look very strongly forward to you experiencing Origami King's soundtrack.
Yes.
I think you'd be quite a fan. I will say that it might take time to set in, but I still think I might prefer specifically the title theme of the original.
I think my first impressions were that, but I haven't really listened to the title screen much.
The new title screen's good. It's just there's a very distinct magic to the original's feeling for me. I don't know.
The title theme of the original is like one of those where it's like I overall prefer like Super Paper Mario soundtrack, but the title theme is one where Thousand Year Door is just cool.
Holy shit, Thousand Year Door's title theme. Oh my god. Super Paper Mario's title screen is a bit of a joke.
Much like its title and its box art. I mean, the title theme is, it's good, but Thousand Year Door's gotta be there.
A mod for Super Paper Mario that replaces its title screen. It's like nothing else, just that. The Glitz Pit thing is weird. But as soon as I heard it, was like, well, why'd they take that direction? And then you look at the Glitz Pit and the architecture of the building, and go, oh,
Yeah, like I understand why it's just. I still like the vibe of the original there.
it's so the original feels like American pro wrestling, and this now feels almost like a blend between a game show with Japanese classical sumo. And it's not bad. It's not wrong. It's just really different. But yeah, the the building is structured to look like a Japanese pagoda or East Asian pagoda. I don't know if it's specifically Japanese. But wow. It encourages you to become a dragon warrior instead of a wrestling champion.
Yeah.
Is realism killing games? No. No, it's not.
The only
Have you
thing,
heard
the only thing killing games is capitalism.
have you heard the new Glitzville music?
Me?
Yeah.
Nope. I don't think so. I don't think I've heard Glitzville yet.
It
I
has
remember
like
the
a-
original very well.
It has like
Do-do-do-do.
a very Asian sound to it. Which, you look at the front of
That's a
the...
cool direction to take it.
You look at the front of the Glitzville and it looks like a pagoda, you know? But,
It absolutely does.
so it's
Yeah.
I understand why they went in that
kinda-
direction, but, it is a
It's a huge
different
shift.
direction than the original.
I see that. I can also see why they would do that. Again, that's the cool thing about having the chance to rearrange a soundtrack. You don't have to do the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Because the original's already there.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah, I mean they have the badge to listen to the original soundtrack.
Yeah, heck, you even have it in the game.
They do add the badge. I mentioned this to Harain, and I understand why they didn't, because it would take a lot more work than it would probably be worth. But, I would have liked it if, for all the new pieces that they added, they made, a GameCube-ified version of it for that badge.
Oh, I mean that's a very creative idea.
I wish they did
Yeah.
it. I know why they didn't.
Right, but I can also see the value of that. I can see why that would appeal. To make it even, so that everything that has a piece is the same across both. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
IKG, if you're
Yeah.
curious, this is
Sure. You know what? I'll listen to it right now. Give you my raw reaction, everybody. Here we go. Glitzville. Oh. 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 Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so good, though.
I really like it. It's just really different.
Ooh, the percussion, the mallets, and they got the ura on the melody. It's like I'm in Chunnan. I love it. Oh, hot damn! If that's what the soundtrack is gonna be like in terms of production value.
Oh,
how
the
much money
production
did
value.
they spend on the Thousand Year Door soundtrack, the remake?
The production value is incredible.
Holy crap!
That
Not
I
only-
wouldn't even complain about in a fucking... No, never.
I would say not only do the composers need to be thanked for that and credited, but all the live musicians. You know, that's a lot. A lot of work.
Well, yeah, it would remind you of Autumn Mountain and Shogun Studios because it's going for a very similar cultural basis. And I have a very strong feeling, though I haven't looked into it, that it's the same core, composer behind this game. Or composers. I don't know enough about it.
No, there's definitely many.
like, especially the new music made for the Thousand Door remake feels very Origami King.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that much I've been able to tell based on my limited experience with both soundtracks. 'Cause again, I'm a music guy. I just, it. Yeah, I love it. I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm just kind of content with just waiting to hear most of the music when I eventually play the remake.
Yeah, I know.
For that atmosphere.
That's just such a.
I also have no problem with previewing tracks, though. Of course,
That one's just
That's
such
awesome.
a crazy shakeup thematically. It's just.
It is, yeah.
It's the kind of thing where, like, it's hard to not feel a little sad from a nostalgic perspective of I've spent 20 years associating the Glitz Pit with this, like, WWE type presentation. And this is just so different that that's kind of just not a thing. But at the same time, what they did is really fucking good.
I would not. Well, the outside of Glitzville, the theme of the actual
it
village,
makes sense. I can see it.
is not at all themed around anything like WWE wrestling in the original or the remake. Not at all.
I can see it.
No,
It's
the
just that was-
original Glitzville theme was written as this bouncy, youthful take on competition.
The outside
So-
of it, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what this theme is. So
No, I understand.
I question your.
Well, it's also this is
analysis
a
there.
stylistic direction in general, but yes.
I don't think that's entirely representative of the original piece either.
Well, no, the area is more like a tourist area outside, like.
It's whimsical.
Well, yeah, no, it's absolutely whimsical in the original.
And so on. Right? It's not the key, but you get the idea.
It sounds like a theme park.
Sure.
Which, again, it's not. It's a huge cultural shift that isn't inappropriate. And look, I might
Yeah,
be
it's
a
great.
filthy American who's very much more aware of American culture than, the region the game was actually made in. But I am well aware that, like, much like American professional wrestling, Japanese show performance fights are very popular there too.
Oh yeah.
So having this show performance fighting ring themed around, Japanese cultural depictions, or East Asian cultural depictions at least, is not that inappropriate. It makes sense. It might even be exactly what they were intending when they made it the first time. But with how it sounded and looked to me, that's not how I felt playing it.
I mean, the design of the Glitz Pit itself, at least Rock Hawk is very inspired by American wrestling.
Oh no,
Rock
no!
Hawk?
I
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
I absolutely think that the inside of the Glitz Pit is inspired by Western wrestling. 100%. I'm just talking about the village. Outside is not. That's all.
Yeah,
It wasn't simple. It was definitely more diverse than that originally. It was inspired by multiple things.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just...
Which, if
If
anything, the
anything,
remake just
I can
highlights
actu-
the differences.
Which I will say,
clearly.
if anything, this remake has caused me to actually look at it and think about it more.
See, that to me is a good thing. Cultural awareness.
That's cool.
Cultural awareness is very important to me, so I would consider that a good thing.
Because, I'll be real, I probably was subconsciously aware that the Glitz Pit was a pagoda, but I kind of just look at it and see it's Glitzville.
Really? I saw pagoda right away. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like,
It's not subtle,
It's not so. I'm not saying
I noticed the pagoda, I just didn't think much of it. Man,
I might have
Although-
honestly internalized it in, a lot of American tourism where they love to just throw a mishmash of cultural
there
things.
there literally is a pagoda in my city, on the mountain nearby. So I
That's
guess
awesome.
I guess pagodas to me don't feel as foreign as it would to others.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just...
My favorite video game pagoda is in Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. Not that anybody asked, but
What was the best boss in Origami King? I feel like we might have. I don't know. I'm not going to talk too much about Origami King.
Egad?
Yes,
Okay.
he was the best.
I thought so.
Keep a discussion of Origami King limited. IKG hasn't played it, and he does want to in the future.
Thank you, everybody, for understanding. Sorry to be a buzzkill.
I mean, I love Origami King too. Just
Origami King 2?
there's a
Sequel! They said they wouldn't make one. They lied.
I don't
I
really
can't believe they
care
got
about
us.
the strange sack only giving you up to 20. I don't really like the idea of the 1,000-year door having a massive inventory pool, so I was already skeptical of increasing it.
I think 20 is a fine number.
The fact that it's only a 5 increase definitely makes
Sounds
it
good to
feel
me.
less important, but like at the end of the day, it's the same increased amount that GameCube had, which is still the same exact 20 slots you can utilize. It's not making it worse, it's just making it less, like, feeling pressure to not have it.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. No, the strange sack felt in the original 1,000-year door like a real, like, I need to get my hands on that thing.
Yeah, 10 is a bit restrictive.
Yeah, I agree.
And you could say that that's a good thing.
Definitely
You could say
throwing
that
out a lot of
makes getting
stuff.
the strange sack feel very valuable. But at the same time, you could also talk about how it kind of pigeonholes people into trying to do the pit earlier, which maybe it encourages them to try to challenge themselves, but maybe it also just gets in the way of people playing the game in the flow that they feel comfortable with.
This is something of a non sequitur, but I don't believe I ever found the sack in my original playthrough.
You did.
I did?
It's floor 50 of the pit.
Oh, okay, then I guess I had to have, yeah.
You opened, like,
just
I'm
forget?
pretty sure all of the chests.
Yeah. I don't see why I wouldn't. Okay, I guess I just don't remember it.
It's a very important item for as a player to go, oh my god, I can carry twice as many items.
No, you're right. I don't know.
No, I understand.
Okay, so why does a boo licking me not count as contact damage?
Is the tongue a weapon?
The tongue is attached to him. He should have gotten shocked.
Outside of Paper Mario, what game series do you like the most? This isn't even my favorite game series. I mean, I love Paper Mario, just, you know.
I mean, Paper Mario would be my favorite.
I'm assuming they just meant
subset.
favorites.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, would Paper Mario be my favorite subset of Mario, or would it be like Mario Kart? One of those two.
Outside of Mario?
I don't think IKG used a mover to skip 50, because I'm pretty sure you streamed that.
No, I'm pretty sure I did every floor. Or actually, no, I did. No, actually, I definitely did use movers, but I don't think I skipped 50.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
like,
I think you guys told
always,
me that I shouldn't, and then I didn't.
You know,
Probably
like,
mentioned
you also
that.
just checked movers to make sure you're not skipping reward floors.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I never use a mover if it's going to skip a reward floor.
Some of
But
my
yeah.
favorite franchises, outside of Paper Mario, which
For me,
I
it's
wouldn't
Zelda.
necessarily say is a favorite franchise of mine, just because, well, I haven't played all of them. I mean, I do really like the series, though. I would say, Professor Layton, Ace Attorney, Zelda, Metroid, Kirby, Mega Man, Sonic, Devil May Cry, anything by Platinum Games, almost anything by Platinum Games. No, that's plenty. Someone else go.
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, I already share some of those. Like, especially when it comes to the Metroid Zelda thing. Something you didn't bring up, but I will on both of our behest. Mario and Luigi.
Oh,
Also
yeah.
fantastic.
Absolutely. Excellent series. They've almost finished.
I mean, I like a lot of different specific games or series, but I could go and talk about, like, I like Spider-Man a lot, and including the Spider-Man games.
Mm-hmm.
I like, I really need to play Splatoon 3, because I was very into 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
But, like...
I wonder if they're making a fourth one, honestly. It might be.
I would imagine at some point. It's probably at least in some kind of production.
I'm wondering if you maybe would be better off holding off. It's up to you.
No, I mean, like, they're also worth playing for single-player reasons.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And they have good campaigns, and they get better each time. Kirby the Forgotten Land's fucking fantastic.
Oh my god, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I actually played it for the first time a couple months ago. 100% save file. One of the best games I played in a long time. It is absolutely fantastic. It's not just a good first attempt at a 3D Kirby game. It is one of the best games on the console. Outright, I would say.
It's my favorite Kirby game.
It's at least in my top 5.
There's not a whole
I
lot
cannot
of, like,
wait for a follow-up.
There's not like a whole lot of like big franchises that I'm like really in love with. Like there's Mario, but like
Yeah, you're a Mario guy. Yeah. I think we all are.
But like in terms of like my favorite ones, Donkey Kong Country is up there, and then Sly Cooper that fits into the technically a franchise, but not really but not ongoing, and like those are the main ones. Like, because like I also really like Banjo-Kazooie, but that's not ongoing either.
Also, genuinely, Melly, in regards to Splatoon, I do get turned off by FOMO. It doesn't make me want to play Splatoon more, it makes me less want to play them. Because I don't want to get into this mindset of, I need to keep paying attention to it to go and, like, remember to be in this event, and this event, and this event. I just want to play the game. I want to think about whether or not I'm missing an event.
The game.
I love the way Splatoon plays, though. Like, I've been a big fan of it for a long time. But next year it'll have been a fucking decade since the first game.
Oh man, that makes me feel old. I was there on day 1 for Splatoon 1. I don't like to think about this.
Yeah, honestly, lately, most of the games that I've been really into are like singular indie games. So,
over the years, I've gotten more into smaller projects, more and
like,
more.
I could list off a bunch of really cool indie games I like. They're all like a single game, and not like a franchise.
That doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if something's a franchise or one-off. I've said many times, the Ace Attorney team made one non-Ace Attorney game called Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, which had a successful remaster last year. And it is a perfect, standalone, self-contained game. And that's exactly what it needs to be. And that's great. Not everything needs to be a franchise, even if it's good.
I love multiplayer games. It's not... It really doesn't even have much to do with the multiplayer or anything. It really is just the FOMO. Like, I adore TF2. But one of my favorite things about playing TF2 as a comfort game is that, like, I kind of just boot it up and just play some TF2 whenever a mood strikes me, whether it's, like, a bunch of times in a row or just, like, it's been months and it's like, TF2.
Right.
And I can just play TF2. There's still events and updates, but, like, I don't get so worked up about them because they're not as frequent or as crazy that it makes me get exhausted of them.
Oh yeah, I've got to put these emblems on for the pit.
I like having that kind of a relationship to my multiplayer shooter.
I do hate that a lot of modern multiplayer games weaponize FOMO for capitalist reasons.
Yeah. See, there's something that is genuinely really fun about having, like, handmade events that happen for limited time to, like, make it so that people who participate have this unique experience. Like that, I can't say that that's a bad thing, but the propensity of it makes it exhausting for me personally, and it's also definitely used because it makes money for people's constant attention.
Mm-hmm.
At least in Splatoon's case, I can say that it's a genuine place of passion more than to try to squeeze sales out, because Splatoon doesn't do microtransactions. They aren't really getting a bunch of extra money from having people play the game more, other than the brand having more longevity. So really, they're spending resources just to give people more things to play, which is cool.
They
Not
can
that
really
there's
hate
no
Fuzzy
financial
Beetles.
motivation, but motivation.
Mm-hmm.
I have mixed feelings on that, Nappykins. Like, in some cases, event specific. If it was like a T-shirt that says "I was in this event," I do not think you should be able to get that after an event. But if it's like some cool item that's in any way distinct, no, you should be able to get it.
You know what game really botched that hard before they had to go in and fix it because of fan feedback?
What?
Nintendo Switch Sports. That was a whole controversy. Thankfully, they finally fixed that. But like, my God, imagine trying to create a game to generate FOMO with online costumes, but you forgot to add content to the game. Because that's Nintendo Switch Sports.
Honestly, every time I've looked at Nintendo Switch Sports bowling, I look at it's like the fucking pins and arena are too close together and small compared to the size of the ball. You just constantly get strikes.
Yeah. Had it figured out in 2006.
I'll be
Hey,
honest, I
Alice.
completely forgot about that game.
Honestly, you know what? You know what's the best bowling?
Wii Sports Resort.
Resort. It was Resort.
Yes. Okay, what does Resort not do well? Let's be honest. Love that game. And I really enjoyed doing that on Dawn of a New Day at like 6 a.m. That was fun. 6 a.m. Alley B
stretch our
Friday.
legs.
That was so fun. And Luke was there too.
Yeah. Honestly, like, even ping pong, which is not technically just tennis again,
It's actually
is still better than tennis.
Well, yeah, it's still better than the Wii Sports Tennis for sure. Because it actually has Wii Motion mechanics.
You have more control
And
over
depth.
yourself and your ability to parry the ball in table tennis than you do in tennis, where you would think, maybe you could like move the character around to try to follow the ball. Or no, you have less control in Wii Tennis. Resort is the best Wii Sports game with no competition.
Agreed.
There is some value to Switch Sports, and there is some value to Sports Club, but like...
I was going to say more for Sports Club than Nintendo Switch Sports, in my opinion.
Well, here's the problem. Nintendo Switch Sports has a few more sports that are more fleshed out than the original Wii Sports lineup, but it also has things that are just less fleshed out than Resort. On the flip side, Wii Sports has a guaranteedly at least fun lineup for the most part, and Club is that lineup again.
Yeah.
But, inevitably, Switch Sports does have some more involved sports than Club does, so it's
I suppose.
it depends. But they still are just not as good as Resort. There's like 4 games, roughly, in this sports series. And Resort is the one worth playing. Wii Sports is fun, mostly historically, and to look at, but it's not like,
Yeah.
gonna hold your attention that long. And Switch Sports was
I agree
bit of
with
a mess.
Melly. There is a lot of depth to the games in Resort, and a lot of good single-player content, too.
Yeah.
Of course, the multiplayer content is also fantastic. And lots of fun with friends or family.
In terms of... Oh, Alice, you're Nova. Oh, hi, Alice. Hi, Nova.
Hey, everybody.
But, in terms of next Nintendo console, I think they are probably just going to do something very similar to the Switch.
We'll find out soon.
I don't watch Sony State Plays, though. I usually just see if there's headlines I care about.
Yeah, I usually do the same. Sometimes there's some things I really catch my eye.
Oh yeah, no, Wii Sports came for... You know what would be a good game in a similar vein to Wii Sports? Maybe even in some ways better than Wii Sports if it also, came with your system?
Wii Sports Club?
1-2 Switch.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought they were going to do.
1-2 Switch isn't bad. It's just...
Not worth $60.
Getting $60.
Yeah, we have the same brain.
Not even close. Like, if it was a pack-in game of just, like, here's something to play on your Switch for fun with some friends, like, yeah, and it demonstrates the...
Yeah, like the great 3DS and DSi software, just like, here's a pack-in, like, even, like, not even physical. I don't even need to do that. Like,
I've had fun in college going, like, okay, guys, let's go milk the cow, and watching the room of people getting visibly uncomfortable in the kind of funny way.
I'm kind of jealous that I never had that experience. Like, that actually sounds kind of funny, even if not like a long-lasting,
like milking the cow.
Yeah, they were trying to make a social game, which I think is cool.
And if you have it, it's worth some social interactions. But like,
good at parties, I'm sure.
I only have it because I asked for a Switch for my birthday, and my parents, who were looking at games on the Switch, said, "We'll get them this." They didn't know specifically if I would have wanted it. I would have told them no.
It's kind of funny. I would have told them I don't want it, but
like, if they're out here and they got it for me, it's like, okay, I have 1-2 Switch. I'm not gonna be pissed that I have it. And yeah, I've had my fun with it. Not $60 of fun, but I've had my fun with it.
A lot of games aren't just competing for cost, though; they're also competing for time. That's why Nintendo is still a competitor with Sony and Microsoft, even if they do their own thing. Still competing.
Nintendo's sales go really strong, and they still get a lot of attention. I have no opinions on everybody 1-2 Switch. That game was announced, happened, and nobody fucking talked about it.
God, I completely forgot about that game.
I forgot about it too.
So it's like a sequel, right? Or
kinda. It's named a sequel, but it's a lot more of, like, from what I understand, kind of Jackbox Party Pack.
Okay, those are good games.
I don't know.
All right, I don't know. I played a lot of Jackbox in college with friends. That was fun.
I heard some speculation that the reason the Switch might not have a proper themes is because it would be stretching the limited OS resources it has. And so some people are speculating that the Switch 2, therefore, with the better specs, will have themes again.
Probably the best reason I've heard for explaining why the Switch 1 doesn't, because it is just such an odd omission.
It would the idea being themes would make swapping to the home menu take longer, for example. And
like Breath of the Wild on Wii U long.
Maybe not that long, but
no,
yeah.
I'm kidding. I just think it's funny.
Maybe like the 3DS again, which is one of the things they liked about the
vanilla
Switch
3DS.
Yeah, because on the Switch it's instant.
Right. Which is good. And helpful.
Everybody 1-2 Switch surpassed Mario 64 in innovation.
Of course. Exactly, Alice. I'm glad everyone's on the same page here.
Well, Napic, yes, modded Switches can run themes easily, but modded Switches also have access to breaking, the spec requirements of the Switch and overclocking them, and also, I have a modded Switch, but I haven't experimented with themes at this point, and I don't know how much slower it does or doesn't make it, and I don't know how different the modified operating system is. I don't know. Has anybody played Kirby Star Allies? 2 episodes.
Yes.
Both of us 100%.
Many times. I think I have 50 hours in Kirby Star Allies, so yes.
Fun game.
Very good game.
I enjoy it.
Especially the playable characters. Guest Star Allies, go!
Two luckies in a row.
You shouldn't give Switch points. Well, I'm not giving Switch points for the themes. I'm saying that it's... I don't know if the themes say anything about whether or not they can or can't. Star Allies is fun. It's not like my favorite Kirby game.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
it's not the
very
best.
good core gameplay.
Especially after launch, I think Star Allies is the way it is now, the way it's been for so long. I think is very good. I would definitely put it in my top 10 Kirby games, but probably near the lower end. Which is to say, it's still quite good. But
The level design definitely can be a bit lackluster. It's not
yeah,
bad, but it's not the best.
granted, it's accommodating some pretty fun things, like a great multiplayer experience, tons of elemental variety, and the friends mechanics, which I like all of those things, but it makes single-player Star Allies a little rough.
Oh, if
know.
somebody tries to treat Star Allies if it's like Sticker Star, it's not even fucking close. It's just...
That's a joke. That's such an insult to Kirby Star Allies to suggest that.
Kirby Star
That's an
Allies
absolute
is a good
joke.
video game. And it's a very
Was it
good
maybe
celebration
a
of
bit
Kirby.
disappointing, especially at launch? Sure, I was disappointed, but like, you kidding me? You serious? That bad?
I do think the worst part of Star Allies is its campaign.
Yes.
Like its main campaign.
Agreed. It's not like even
It's
then.
just
It's not like it's
just a
actually
flaw
bad.
to have.
It's not actually bad. Well, yeah, okay. Not great that the worst part is the main thing, but it's not. It's not even a bad campaign though.
No,
It's
it's
just
not bad.
a little boring. That's all.
You know,
It's got plenty of
still got
highlights,
a better campaign than a
good
few
boss
other Kirby
fights,
games. I'm looking at you,
Fantastic
Dreamworks,
final
here.
boss, great lore, great new characters, great friend mechanics, friend bridge, friend train. Like you know,
I've
good
played
stuff.
Star Allies by myself, with 2 people, with 4 people, like plenty of time. It's a fun game.
It's a good game.
It's fun in multiplayer. It's fun in single player. I don't think it's the best balanced around having both,
No,
but it is fun.
agreed. I think Return to Dreamland handles the balance better.
Yeah, Return to Dreamland has fun, focused levels while still being well built for both single player and multiplayer.
Now, Star Allies does plenty of things in its main campaign that are more interesting than Return to Dreamland.
Yeah,
But
it
I
has
do
some
think
good
Return to
ideas.
Dreamland, I guess, is just better executed in some ways. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
no.
Even though it's definitely more bland.
Return to Dreamland,
may
I
be so
think, is
bold.
a better executed, more polished game. Star Allies has some really ambitious ideas. It's just...
Yeah.
Return to Dreamland is my second favorite Kirby game. So
My favorite is Planet Robobot, followed by I almost called it Forgotten Planet. Forgotten Land. And then Triple Deluxe is third. Absolutely adore Triple Deluxe.
comparing the 2 games is like comparing a banana to a fucking nuclear warhead.
Agreed. And I wonder which is which. You should say a paper, a nuclear warhead made of paper, cardboard or something.
A flashy warhead.
Oh God,
Mega Flash.
Mega Flash warhead.
The 2 atomic bombs. Worn out and Mega Flash.
Bowser and Sticker Star's just like, I am the destroyer of worlds. Oh wait, he doesn't talk in that game. Never mind.
Bowser's like,
Or like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bowser's like, cricket. Just silence. I couldn't hear him speak. Oh no, he didn't speak. Oh.
Oh no.
What dialogue? Sticker Star is just so funny to me. Still.
Let's
I
start the new camp of the Paper Mario fan base. The series is good, but fuck Sticker Star.
The series is good, great even. Are all the games perfect? No, none of them. Are some of them flawed? Yeah. It's a good series. Super Paper Mario has many problems, but I thought it was an incredible experience that I enjoyed very much.
Like
For
Super
what
Paper
it
Mario.
did, for what it did very well, it did extremely well.
I like Super Paper Mario so much for a game that I would describe as having pretty mid-level design.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite mid game.
My favorite mid game.
I'm gonna use this maple syrup to get 1 FP back.
So what do you like about Super Paper Mario as a game? Its level design? Not really. It's not bad. It's just not really something to stand out about. Okay,
There's some
maybe-
inventive moments, but there's a lot of safe kind of whatever 2D level design as
So
well.
so is it about its combat? Not really. It's pretty flawed actually. It could be fun, but they didn't really.
It's a
stick
it's a
that
good
landing.
concept. Good concept for a combat system, but
They didn't stick that landing. Oh, so is it like the exploration?
Nope.
Not really.
is it the catch cards? Definitely not.
Side content? What? There's not really a lot of that, and stuff that's there has some problems. So what part of the gameplay do you like again?
Everything else, which there's still some things.
Well, I like this really specific.
I like the
moment
dungeons.
where- The dungeons are pretty cool.
I like the multiple playable characters and their abilities. I
don't prefer Color Splash to Super Paper Mario. As much as I do have my problems with Super, it is not even close to my problems with Color Splash. I still like Color Splash, but that game's got bigger problems than just being okay with its gameplay. The story has problems people don't give credit to.
Yeah, that's true.
People do just kind of talk up Super Story a little too unilaterally.
Yeah, there are some things I think weren't as fleshed out as they could have been. And it's definitely the worst case of not being able to stick to character deaths that I've seen in a long time. I know that's a very specific complaint, but still.
I feel like that was Neardoor's worst with that.
You think so?
It's like,
I think
well,
it's
it
kind of
happens
depends.
more often. Like, I guess Love Bee is more egregious.
Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a character that's quite as egregious as Lovebee.
Okay, all right. Let's say they're on par. They're on par with each other as like really
they've-
bad examples of that.
The biggest praise I will give is they didn't flub that with Black and Tippy,
Well,
they didn't
good. Yeah, 'cause
die.
they couldn't afford to do it.
but
But at least the
it
consequence
was permanent.
Yeah, the consequence was permanent and severe and emotional, right? I thought they did that very well.
Yeah.
I mean, those characters are just incredible. I love those characters so much, Tippy and
I can understand
Black.
if playing Color Splash made you feel like a bit frustrated or exhausted. I got like that in the lower points. But for me, the charm of the game carries it really hard. I just kept wanting to see what happens next in the game, despite my frustrations with the gameplay. And there were still things in the gameplay I did like. So it's not nothing to grab onto. The 1,000 euro credits are absolutely the. By the way, they didn't die. That's
preserve the rating, preserve the rating, or whatever reason. Who knows?
Oh, thank goodness Crump, Grotus, and Tech all survived.
Those incredibly morally upstanding individuals. Okay,
Wait
well,
until we
Tech,
find out that
Tech
the
was
Shadow
tragic.
Queen's alive.
That was the point.
The fucking Shadow Queen being alive. Oh.
The Shadow. Don't worry, the Shadow Queen's not into evil anymore.
Fucking belled him.
The fucking Queen of Darkness isn't into evil anymore?
Red is right before Chapter 8 and is about to do the first go through of the pit. Like, full go through.
What do you mean about? I'm in the middle of it.
I was saying about, like, getting to, like, the completion of it, but thanks.
This is the process of me getting to it.
Why are you fucking nitpicking my linguistic difference?
Hurry, I thought you
not
had
being
played
right. It's
this
just a
game
different
before.
way of looking at it!
Hurry, I thought you played this game before. What's going on? You don't remember how the pit works?
The battle system, I do think, is still at least a little better in Color Splash. Although they could seriously do without the gamepad bullshit of slowing the game down. But besides that... that just doesn't make it good. And yes, they made use the battle system to tell jokes, which is funny.
Which would have been nice.
That doesn't really
Which
sound funny.
would have been nice if I wasn't looking down at the gamepad all the time and missed them.
Hmm. It's like Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Which is a great game, by the way. Really enjoyed it.
Color Splash is at very least, though, a very witty game. The writing is fantastic.
Watergate is in it. That's excellent. One of the only things I know about Color Splash, thanks to you guys.
When Mario Get Political starts looking at the series, I don't know, the start? Do you have a Power Plus P?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just looking at Koops doing 6 damage, like... hold on.
Something's not right here.
Hold on.
One of these things is not like the other.
Color Splash is pretty fucking funny. I don't know if I would say it is explicitly funnier than Super 1000-Year Door, but I'm not sure I would say it isn't as funny either.
It's at least in competition with them.
Like, it's in the same playing field. I'd have to, like... I mean, because those are also very funny games. I mean, yeah, if you just ignore the battle system in Color Splash, it looks like a much better video game.
Too bad battle systems a lot of the game.
Best partner in 1000-Year Door. My favorite is Vivian as a character. Gameplay-wise, I'd probably like Goombella or Yoshi.
Lackluster is definitely the best
there we go.
1000-Year Door partner, obviously. Hey, Ben. Welcome to the stream. He's doing the pit on stream.
What level or chapter are you? I mean, what floor?
I think I'm in the 40s.
Just getting there.
We're entertaining the stream chat while Flurry just goes and kisses enemies to death.
Sexual harassment.
It's no joke.
Jim.
Until it is.
I mean, I guess it is played for laughs in this game.
A lot. By a lot of different characters. Like, a shocking amount of time. And all involving Mario. Unless you get hit, an enemy gets hit with lip lock, I guess.
Because Mario's just a stud.
Is he like James Bond in this universe?
Kinda?
I keep saying it, but they should go all the way
But
ahead.
I gotta be honest with you, I've seen every James Bond film. You guys know this, but I'm telling the viewers that. Honestly, Bond has to work way harder for women than Mario does in this game. That's saying
It's
something.
crazy.
I'm serious. Like, Pierce Brosnan,
Mario
Sean
exists,
Connery,
women.
like, their game is just not as good as Mario. I'm sorry.
Women sweat.
It's just not as good.
I keep saying it, but like they should have not been cowards about it and have Koops and Bobbery also kiss him.
Koops is not going to cheat on his girlfriend.
He should.
What
Bobbery-
the fuck?
Bobbery can't get over his wife, so it's not fair for him either.
Bro.
We can find a male character that will work, though. I just don't think it's
not
going to
the
be
child.
those. Yeah. It's not those. Frankly, why not? Professor
Yeah,
Franklin.
let's have
I
Mario
see
get
how it
nominated.
is. You know, they make all these partners, and all the women are single, but the two adult dudes has a
Yeah.
girlfriend and has a dead wife.
This game is. I'm telling you, this game is
Okay.
extremely problematic. No.
Jesus.
1000-Year Door is so problematic.
Badge bandits, I hate you. Die.
think Kupiku is a far better girlfriend than you're giving her credit, and you are just jealous that she has Koops.
Oh! Oh no.
She didn't believe it.
Oh, cool. Uros is
But
a
I
huge James
believe
Bond
it.
fan. Well, that makes two of us. Nice. Oh, Uros, who's your favorite Bond? I guess that's always the question you gotta ask, right? Who's your favorite actor? To play
You
the
really
character?
want to make it about believing in Koops when it wasn't about that in the first place. It was wanting him to not go and die.
By the way, Uros, I like all of the people who played Bond, so I won't be upset no matter what you say. I'm just curious.
Red, if you went and told me that you were going to go, in real life, fight a real dragon, you and, like, some fucking celebrity who just showed up in our town, I would be like, Red, that's a fucking terrible idea. Pragmatic. And if you went and told me, yeah, actually, my dad died from the same dragon, that doesn't make it better. Happy Pride Month.
How was your speech?
Has anybody played GoldenEye? I think all of us
Yeah.
have played it at least once.
Yep. Fantastic game.
And at least 2 of us own it on actual hardware.
Also true.
Played it
Yeah.
on actual hardware once. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, cool. Daniel Craig and Sean Connery, your favorites? Nice. I think if I had to pick my top 2, it'd probably be Pierce Brosnan and Roger Moore. But I like them all, so. But I think Pierce and Moore, or Pierce and Roger are my favorites.
Well, starting to get enemies to give me any star points.
Oh my god.
I want to use that James Bond line I came up with in like a video. Like, like I feel like it's such a good point. Like, James Bond has to work harder to get women than Mario in the Thousand Year Door. It's like it's true.
1,000-Year Door reviewer.
Right, just write that line down and like
Just use it some- Yeah. I will.
I mean, I don't know. Does James Bond get the girls so much if he still struggles more to get bitches than Mario does in 1,000-Year Door? I mean, look at this. He's just swimming.
Actually, the AKG probably have an opportunity to say that in the Golden Knight collab thing we have planned.
Oh, yes, idea. Good idea, Red. I like that.
My favorite Bond has to be the one from Pokemon. Inteleon was its name, right?
Favorite Bond has to be the. Love that. Very funny. Very funny. Or excuse me. You're a funny man, Mr. Bond.
The Maisie Daisy floor of the pit is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I like near. I think I remember being like beating that floor with the skin of my teeth.
You-
That is one
really
of
close
the
to
most
death.
well-known floors of the pit. Is the one with the
Yeah,
two
like
daisies.
it's
I might
not
have
too,
actually been in peril.
like it's
think.
not too hard to kill them in one turn. It's just you just need to make sure that you got everything ready.
If you don't get them in one turn,
Run.
you've got a problem.
Like really, it's just use art attack.
Art Attack is definitely the best.
Very effective.
strat.
Yeah. Great move.
But if you're doing anything that, for whatever reason, limits your ability to do Art Attack,
Here's what you do: you go in, you tattle them, run the fuck away. I probably should have like went around Twilight Trail just to tattle them. But I don't want to deal with this. Just blow them up. Wow, that didn't kill them all.
fuck, you're fired.
No, wait, you're on fire. Now, come here.
Give me your ass. What? What?
What do you know about Amazing Daisies? I don't answer that. Or no, he should be like, what do you know about gardening?
No, you really don't want it to be that 10% chance. I treat Amazing Daisies like it's a 100% chance they will attack.
Well, like, well, here's the thing: either they attack and fuck, or they run away, and also and also like if they run away, then like that's a lot of star points you're missing.
Man, my favorite.
Ugh. Ah, dang. Blow them up again.
Blow up the
Scout,
city.
fail, run. I've done that before. It's something. Just praying to fuck that your clock out works.
Oh, clock out? Yeah. Yeah.
Learning that an Amazing Daisy can attack you in the pit, of all places, oh no.
Badge Bandit only took a coin. Okay.
Fucking idiot. Die. Got the coin back.
What a very
I do
unambitious
appreciate-
bandit.
I do appreciate, by the way, that they now say in text, you got your stuff back.
Yeah.
That is the kind of thing I get neurotic about in games. It's like, okay, I know this probably means I get it back, but did I? The game didn't tell me I did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good change. I like that. Especially for first-time players. They should know what's going on.
But you know what you can do, Light of Judgment? You can go to the fight, use appeal, and then run away. And then enter the fight, appeal, and run away. And keep doing that, and you will build your star power back up.
Just use Art Attack.
That's also part of why I, by the way, think that it would be a good thing if running away made you lose star power.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea.
Fuck it,
Make
make
balancing
you
act
lose
is-
star points.
No.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but Kaizo edition or something. Oh my gosh, taking damage, you lose star points. Now that sounds like Kaizo. Could you imagine that?
Man, wouldn't that suck?
Fucking Kaizo Paper Mario. Okay, this buff is just fucking annoying.
Be prepared to get hit.
I don't think I really have a way to hit him right now.
Unless you use a star move.
One enemy, no.
Hi! Do I think Kirby and the Amazing Mirror needs a remake? I mean, I don't think it needs one.
I welcome one, but no, I don't think it needs one.
Oh, this
I
sucks.
would enjoy one.
I think that could definitely be a worthwhile project. There's a lot you could do to update the game, make it better. Maybe a new map,
Alright,
Flesh
asshole,
out
you
the
just fucked
multiplayer.
up.
Flesh out the local multiplayer, make it online, that kind of thing. Then, knowing it's HAL, they'll add some like cool like side mode where you play as Meta Knight with like a new story or something. Like, there's a lot of stuff you could do. Or maybe DDD would make more sense for Amazing Mirror, actually. But you get the point.
Do you think there's more potential in a sequel than a remake?
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Stylistically, a sequel. Obviously. I don't really care if it's about the Amazing Mirror itself or not. IKG about this a few times, but I am very interested in the idea of a game that plays like the Amazing Mirror, but also uses the copy ability system of Milky Way Wishes.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Because then you could just have an actual Kirby Metroidvania. Yeah, multiplayer Kirbyvania.
Exactly. It'd be great.
Also, people can fight me. The best part of Subspace is the maze.
Yeah, Harain here's actually convinced me of that. He actually like is the reason I think that now. He turned me to that side.
Like, Subspace's level design isn't the best, but when you're in the
No.
maze, it gains a whole new dimension of at least, like, there's fun, like, exploration thing to, like, find shit here. And it's not
It's
that...
like Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
And the level design's really not that tedious to navigate. They've got good fast travel points. The map might not be...
It's more just that your
intuitive.
controls are very sluggish, which is a Subspace problem in general, but...
Yeah.
It's no, I wouldn't say the level design necessarily does anything to make that worse. Not really.
Like, it's genuinely not that bad to traverse it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see another Kirby anime necessarily, yes or no, but I don't know. They'll do what they do.
I'm sure Kirby has a bright future, though. That I'm confident in.
They could do almost anything they want and still find a good way to make it work. They're
To quote a hit film by George Lucas, we'll be watching your career with great interest. Oh, come on. That was worthy of a laugh.
I did.
Ah.
I gave a little chuckle.
Okay, all right. The hit film.
I understand why the maze might not come across well to people because it is a tacked on end mode that comes as a surprise when you think you're going to be at the ending battle and now you've got a whole shit ton of gameplay left. And all of the gameplay is made up of redoing things you've already done but with a twist. So like all of that on paper sounds kind of ass,
But despite all of that,
but I think it's the most fun part of the game gameplay wise.
I concur.
Diff and Tough be included in the games? I don't know. Like, I like them. It's just... I don't really think there's much of a logical place in the way Kirby stories are structured for characters like that. A lot of the appeal of Tiff and Tough comes from dialogue, you know? And Kirby stories are very much not built with dialogue first in how they present themselves. And I think that's the biggest thing that just feels weird about bringing characters like that from the anime. There's at least more I can see with Escargoon of just being a wacky character.
I mean, they made a cameo in Mass Attack, so that's something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Red. Look, it's a pipe. I mean, this isn't the one that was messed up in the tattle, but yeah. It was the Lakitu. Which that enemy has the messed up tattle in the original.
Oh.
The Dark Lakitu tattle says that it throws pipes.
I don't like this artifact.
Kirby anime is not that much of a baby show. I think Kirby Right Back At You does a very good job of capturing the pretty wide spectrum of Kirby. It's got some cool fight scenes and like monsters of the week that are pretty fun and out there, and sometimes darker than you'd expect. And then it's got like a really cute, fun, down-to-earth things.
Yeah, sounds like Kirby.
Like, as much as I love going on the Kirby is way darker than people say it is joke, because it's kind of true, At the same time, I don't want to spread the idea that Kirby's just like this really gritty series all of the time. It really isn't.
I want post-apocalyptic Kirby now.
So Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Yeah, that's the premise of that game. Ben got silent.
Kirby anime, that's just Simpsons crossed with Monster of the Week.
Sims. That's funny.
Kinda is!
Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong. I'll take it.
I'm not compared to JoJo's Stardust Crusaders because I haven't seen JoJo's. I'm not about to like go say, oh, one of these is better than the other because I don't have that experience. Oh fuck, Red, it's a Dry Bones. And honestly, I don't really want a Kirby animated series to just go full on shonen.
No.
Like, if they wanted to have fight parts of it be very shonen, I'd be down for that. But, like, the whole show being like a shonen? No. You know what show does that well? Actually? In some parts, at least.
Sonic X? Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Sonic X.
Like, that's... yeah. And that's also works well for Sonic. Although I think Sonic has a much more diverse stylistic range than Kirby does. I think, like, Sonic can cover a lot of different tonalities within its... just... the franchise. Sonic needs a new anime. I mean, I don't really feel pressure of, like, he needs specifically an anime. It'd be cool if they got one. Just... animated Sonic shows in general are cool. And what form it takes, I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do.
Sonic Prime over? Did they just...
I think they finished.
Okay.
The Knuckles show just happened, which is kind of like a one-and-done thing, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Aw, shit, Red.
Wizards.
It's wizard time.
It's
Evil
wizard
wizard.
time. That guy has a power plus P. Okay.
That's scary.
Wait, if it
You want to steal it?
what happens when an enemy has a power plus P? Do
I
they?
think it buffs themselves.
That's it should buff the
Yeah.
others.
I understand. I believe it buffs themselves. Excuse me, sir. I would like that badge.
Give me. I was useful. Don't get too used to it.
Anyway, hold on. I need a tattle. Can we, like, give this a bit of a refresh? Hey, Mouse, you want to take some hits?
Lucky.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Ow.
Characterization in Sonic X is on point, absolutely.
One of the best things about the show, I would say. They nailed it.
Interesting ideas behind what Shadow the Hedgehog is trying to do, but it's not very well written.
What do you mean? No.
Although the idea that it was almost an M-rated game with a lot more swearing is interesting.
Well, you're kidding, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay, that actually never happened.
Really?
That was Jason Griffith confirmed that that's all bullshit.
Oh, okay.
that some guy lied and made it up. Which is stupid.
Okay.
I hate when people do that.
No, I only heard about that
Fuck.
recently.
Which when I first read it, I was like, there's no way this is real. I don't know why people believe it so quickly. And then Jason was like very blunt, like just like, no, this is absolutely not correct. I didn't even know Tails was in the game. No, I would remember this. This did not happen. Like, okay. Yep, I believe Jason. So. I don't know why someone would lie about that. That's why I thought you were doing a bit, but for a sec. But anyway.
No, genuinely, just only heard about this recently.
Okay.
Modern Sonic is getting in a better direction for their characters, and as much as I do miss some stuff from X, I like that the direction they're taking isn't just bringing their characters back.
Right.
They're continuing. The characters are growing, and I like that.
Yeah. I think
We'll have
Frontiers did
to
a good
see
job with that.
more from something that actually follows up from Frontiers.
Curious to see how Shadow's going to be written in the standalone adventure with Sonic Cross Shadow Generations.
That has so much risk and so much potential reward.
I know. Exactly. Well said. Yeah. We'll see. The year of Shadow. We'll see what happens. What else will happen? Because I know they're hiding something.
The Year of Shadow, also known as the 10-year anniversary of Sonic Boom.
Ah, yes. He was in that game. Right. So important. Totally didn't feel like
Okay.
he was thrown in there last minute. Right?
6 HP is kind of not a good position to be in against Dark Crow. I think he does 6 damage.
Yeah, he does. He does exactly 6 damage. Also, it's Craw.
Shut.
Yeah, Melly, I think we're out of that phase now. If the Frontiers DLC is anything to go by. Like, I still think they'll have some Sonic games where you just play as Sonic, which I think is fine. I don't think every game needs to have multiple playable characters, but I think they will.
am concerned slightly that they might try to keep it very restrictive to, like, you know, here's Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, maybe Shadow.
I mean, sure, but that's still an improvement. I mean, one thing at a
absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
Eventually, we'll go back to having probably even more. I don't know.
And I'm not saying...
Or maybe it'll depend on the game.
Well, I'm not even saying I want to go to having 12 playable characters in a Sonic game or something. I think
I
that
know.
desystematizing it is what I would want.
I
Where the
gotcha.
playable characters make sense for the game they're in. You know, I don't think it needs to be an expected roster of the exact same limited characters. It would be an expanded version of why the Sonic-only thing was boring.
Mm-hmm.
Would Patrick Seitz, I don't know how that's pronounced, voice Dark Matter if Nintendo ever made a new Kirby anime?
Yes. Ben, your mic is leaking on stream.
God damn it.
No, I'm not huge on how Amy is handled, but they at least had a better thing in Frontiers than they had before.
Also, Sonic Dream Team, I thought Amy was really good.
I wouldn't know.
Much more like her peppy self. Which, by the way, the fact that you haven't played that game is a crime.
Okay, port it to Android.
Fair enough. But, give it time. Then I'll berate you for not playing it. It's really good, though. I've almost finished it.
I am not getting an iPhone to play Sonic Dream Team.
No, I'm not. I would never suggest that. You know I would not.
I would not.
Starring other characters? Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Oh, hi, Hurry.
Oh, hi!
Oh, yeah, chat. We recently, all of us watched The Room together for fun. Let us know in chat if you've seen The Room by Tommy Wiseau.
I'm trying to get them to watch Samurai Cop next, since it seems like a fitting continuation.
Red, what were your thoughts about the room?
Certainly
You wanna
the
tell your
movie of all
audience?
time. I mean, I've seen it before, but
I know.
You know what? We've seen it at least 3 times, both of us.
Yes. Apple exclusive Sonic game for whatever the hell that sounds like.
Also, it was Harane's first time watching the movie. What'd you think of it, Harane?
I think there was room in it.
Oh, you.
I'm not convinced. I think we need another establishing shot.
But this establishing shots were never of the room!
The city establishing shots during
Look,
the party.
how are we gonna remember that we're in a city if we don't constantly...
Show the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah.
But now it's going from the other direction. Spin out. The room is ... Awesome. Exactly. Also, hey, Box. Welcome to the pit.
Thanks for having me. What's going on?
Well, we were talking about the room, Sonic Dream Team, Thousand Year Door,
Kirby.
Kirby,
Oh, nice.
Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Kirby Anime, the presidential election. No,
3D down, P up. True. Red, give up the D, take the P.
what? Oh, you knew what you said, didn't you? It's like, what?
Red, if you get like 7 more of those, you can make Mario invincible. Yeah, let's get 8 defense down badges.
So, how far are you into the pit?
I think I'm in the 60s. I think near the end.
I mean, you probably saw my comment, but you unlock the mover when you have to beat Bone Tail to unlock the mover that takes you to 50.
Yeah.
You know, I respect that a lot more.
Yeah, at first it was like a little... Yeah, but...
No, you have to beat Bone Tail though.
The fact they have to beat Botel first. Yeah,
You
that's
actually have to do the pit.
Yeah, you have to.
I
do
think
it.
that's a good change. Yeah.
I mean, it's still kind of annoying that, you know, there's a retry fight thing just for each individual fight, but, like... Eh.
Yeah, no, that's...
Thankfully, I didn't
That's a
have
good
to.
idea.
Thankfully, I didn't have to do that when I did pre-Hooktail, because obviously I didn't die. But
Oh yeah,
I
just,
came
you know,
close
flex
to
that
it.
one right there.
No, I said I came close to it though. Honestly, I honestly thought I was going to die like 3 times. Like I was freaking out.
Were you in peril?
Well, I mean,
Maybe
like
on purpose.
in pre-Hooktail, Mario can't be in peril because you don't have access to peril stuff. Then
Okay, Box, you can be in peril, you just don't get anything for it.
Yeah, I meant like literally in peril, not by design. Like not you doing a strat.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. No,
I was wondering
okay.
if your health was literally that low,
Yes,
which I would understand if it was. Yeah.
I can understand putting a mover after you beat Bone Tail.
Yeah,
You've
I
already
think-
proven you can do the 100 floors. That's different.
Yeah, that makes more sense. But yeah, it only appears after you beat Bone Tail. So, and that makes troubles easy to do too. Like that one where you have to go to the floor 50 on the pit. You could just easily get.
Also, yeah, Box, you do get Mega Rush P.
Yeah, I know that. But you also have to set it up more now because you can't have it for. You can't just keep it on there permanently.
Hey, look, Red. Power up P, but it's in the back.
How
Yeah.
about Art Attack?
More like belongs in the trash. You know, you just grind the power-up keys and then give them all to Yoshi and go to the Shadow Queen.
I've done that before. Except Yoshi was in peril.
Okay, Yoshi, now sit on the Shadow Queen. Oh god, what the f-
Oh, no.
It's actually really nice too that they added you could skip the cutscenes and stuff when you die.
Yeah, I don't really know if I'd have any problem with the Shadow Queen now that I can skip cutscenes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what I'll
completely skip it. It even works too, like if for those who decide to just complete the game and not do the post game, it works for that too. So yeah,
Right.
if you just decide to go in and just retry, you can skip all the cutscenes. They even give you a warp pipe to where you could warp to the beginning of the entrance in case you need to go back to get things.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that wasn't there. Right.
Very necessary. It wasn't a big deal to backtrack to the Palace of Shadows because it was laid out in a hub and spoke way that made it very short distances.
That's
to
true.
do that.
Unlike Bowser's Castle in the first game.
No,
it was
that would have
very-
been like necessary.
That would have.
in the remake
Yeah,
of
that'd
the
been
first
very.
game.
It's very linear. In that one. Yeah.
But you know, it's still fun to have. Like, yeah, you can just take a pipe and be back. I'm not gonna scoff at that.
Yeah. Oh, and it's also nice to know that Bomb Squad still works on Phase 2.
Really, I was assuming it wouldn't.
It
That's
does.
interesting.
They did nerf it a bit. Like you can't completely skip it. I think it only just lowers it by maybe a turn or so, but it's still useful.
It's
for
not
that.
a turn per hit; it's a turn for doing it.
Yeah. But it's still you could still use it for that, so it's still useful for getting past it.
Olivia and Vivian are different kinds of cute. Olivia's the kind of cute I would use to describe a child.
Or 70.
There are different kinds, indeed.
Vivian's the kind of cute that makes Goombella jealous.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I was also doing a random research on the enemy types. A lot of the enemies in the later floors of the pit are weak to Gale Force.
Good to know.
Like wizards.
Yes, wizards, puffs, they're all weak to Gale.
So ridiculous how much you can just cripple wizards despite how fucking dangerous they are.
I mean, as much as I criticize, in certain aspects, as much as I don't think Vivian is, she's not bad, obviously.
Wait,
I
I
don't
hate
think she's
children?
bad, but as much as I don't think she's that great, she's really, really good when it comes to wizards, because she absolutely destroys them, and her fire attack can loop them, so...
Apparently I hate children.
Yeah,
What?
This is news to me.
Also, I found out in the remake too, Flurry's lip lock can peril loop the dragons.
Oh.
Yeah, she can peril loop the dragons with lip lock.
Well, Red, you seem to be in a bit of a situation. It is interesting to me that that is your direction, but I think I can understand what you're going for.
Hoops is really effective in the pit because, when I was doing the pit,
Do
Mario
you
and
have
Koops,
Spike Shield equipped?
No.
Mario and Koops pretty much took out almost the whole pit just by using them.
Oh,
So-
you do enough to... Nice!
Yeah. So Koops is really effective in the pit as well, because a lot of enemies you can just power shell or shell slam easily too. So I use him a
Flurry
lot
is
in
the
the pit.
fucking murderer of dragons. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can't do anything to her. It's ridiculous. They can't do anything to her.
Bone
Like-
tail more like bitch tail.
And especially since Flurry can peril loop them.
Hook tail more like who's glad I can't fight her tail.
Okay.
I've also seen too, people are now realizing that Flurry is useful because someone made a thing saying,
Good.
wait, Gale Force can give you star points. They just now.
They just. Oh my god.
Uh,
Yeah, it's not. It's not 64 with the
I
I
Paracarry.
did assume that as a kid, but not even because of 64. It was because of the Fright Mask.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
The
no,
Fright
what-
Mask doesn't give you star points.
Yeah, because the
hey,
thing
Flurry's
is,
so bad. Have you abused her? No.
I mean, there's still people that still think that she's useless, but now there's people coming out playing the remake saying, "Wait, they actually buffed Gale Force because it gives star
Change it.
points."
No.
Wow, these people. Damn.
They kept it the same.
It's
Flurry
was
Flurry is
good.
always good.
So yeah, there's a couple of people coming out saying, "Wait, Flurry's good now."
Why did they keep giving them Thunder Rage? Okay. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah, Melly, there's still people that think she's bad, but now there's people realizing that she isn't.
Some people just appreciate a nice set of stage presence.
I do. Wait, what?
How much? How much defense? They have 3 defense, okay.
Hey, you know what Pierce's defense?
What?
Is dick? No, I mean Fire Drive might kill her.
What?
Is it count as grounded? I think, or ground
Yeah.
level? I think it does.
I did it with Shell Slam.
Does Fire Drive defense? I don't remember.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Okay. Yes, you can check titles, Melly. Fucking incredible. That's one of the first things I was excited about in the remake in the trailers. I don't think they even pointed out that you can do that. It was just on screen, the option to press the button. What is one of Nintendo's biggest mistakes?
Virtual Boy.
I honestly wonder if the Virtual Boy has done more good than harm.
Creating Sony.
Ooh, yeah, creating the
Creating-
PS1.
Creating Sony sounds like it is some. From what I've read about it, it somehow seems like it was both more and less of a mistake than it sounded like.
Okay, like what do we mean by mistake? Like just in the grand scheme of things, or for Nintendo specifically? Like,
I assume this was Nintendo specifically, but that's a good question.
The Wii U was not their biggest mistake.
It's sold better than the Virtual Boy.
One of their biggest recent mistakes, but not like ever. No.
Goombella, what the hell are these?
I don't think I like this fight. Black.
Yeah.
Say black.
Agreeing to the Sony partnership in the Super Nintendo era was worse than the backstabbing.
I wouldn't do it.
Like, that partnership was not going to go well for them. From what I've heard about it, it was not a good deal either.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Although choosing to go with Phillips was what the fuck.
Ew.
They would have been better off just not. I don't care if Miyamoto likes Waluigi or not. I like Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Wait, Miyamoto doesn't like Waluigi?
I think that's just a legend.
That sounds like, yeah, just bullshit.
But no, I love Waluigi.
People are constantly attributing weird opinions to Miyamoto.
Yeah, that's weird.
Again, it doesn't fucking matter to me if he does or doesn't like Waluigi. I like Waluigi.
Wow.
My opinion does not rely on Miyamoto's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the longest time, there was like this rumor or something that Miyamoto didn't like the original DKC, but like
Never said that.
he never said it. Like he even corrected it himself, like during like returns as like after that was announced.
Yeah, the SNES sound chip definitely was a good outcome of the Sony partnership. But, you know, there's a lot of things that bit them in the ass with that. That said, I don't think I'm upset about getting the PS1, though, on a personal level. So... You know what might be Nintendo's, like, just biggest mistake in some stupid ways? Like, not just the N64, but again with the GameCube, their refusal to use discs in the modern standard.
Yeah.
It bit them in the ass so hard in both generations. The same mistake. And it got worse with the GameCube. Not that the mistake was worse, but the fact that they did it a second time ruined any trust people had for them. Miyamoto doesn't like FNAF. That is confirmed. Source? He never talks about it.
Yes.
But my uncle's brother's girlfriend's pet's veterinarian knows Miyamoto and said so.
But what about that guy, Red? Best friend of Miyamoto. I don't even remember his name, man.
A rush game is bad. A delayed game is bad. Video games are bad, and I hate making them.
That's funny. I haven't heard that. Did somebody make that edit?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
You know,
I'm just picturing that with that PNG of him like smiling.
Another one of my favorites is, that same PNG is just like, I didn't fucking say that. Stop attributing things I didn't say, or whatever.
Oh, I did see that one.
I don't know, just like any fake quote with that PNG of Miyamoto was just, oof.
Miyamoto likes Crash Bandicoot? That doesn't surprise me if he does. But yeah, you know what, Red? Miyamoto's my best friend. Source? I made the Roblox oof sound.
Your mother must be so proud.
My mother is so proud. When H-Bomber guy asks you for your source and you start sweating.
It's a nice argument. Can you back it up with a source?
My source is I made it the fuck up.
You know, it'd be more respectable if you made it the fuck up, but it's literally just plagiarized. This is commonly referred to as losing.
Wow,
How
I'm
it feels to
dead.
play medic script.
What if you're not good at the game? Wow, I'm dead.
Like, with equipping this weapon, it creates a pretension so dense that it creates a singularity. Plan for you.
No.
Yes.
Soldier, do not shoot my axe. I think Bobbery's bomb range got increased. I don't know if I would have hit that on original.
I don't know.
Ugh.
If God had wanted me to live, he would not have created a heart attack!
I will say this though. Good thing is that Bobbery can get rid of enemy fog, but he can't get rid of yours.
About when it's both sides are fog.
I mean, he still gets rid of that, but when the fog is on your side specifically, he doesn't get rid of it.
Okay, but if the fog's on your side specifically, and you use the appeal,
It doesn't get rid of it on your side.
what the fuck? But he's standing there.
Menacingly.
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 This is a button.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
It contains a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
It contains a bucket.
Dear God.
Yes, Vivian is trained in this game. No Vsauce.
Every
No
character.
Michael here.
Hey, Vsauce. Michael.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Vivian is trans. Or is she? Cue intro.
Dun.
Stops. Yes, she is.
Your home security is great.
Or is it?
That is genuinely terrifying. Like,
Oh, jeez.
He is dead. I am. Heavy is dead. I am dead.
damn it. Words cannot describe how much I hate you.
Is this what happens when we stay stuck in the pit? We all go crazy after a while.
Quoting TF2 memes is hilarious.
I will eat your nuts. I will eat them up.
I will eat them up.
Listen.
What? Come here, sweetheart.
What?
Huh?
I'm gonna crap in your mouth.
You're in for a world of duty.
I have 10
Welcome
pounds
to-
of crap.
Welcome to Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door.
Let me give you some advice. Do not die. Well, let's put this here. Oh.
Lucky.
You'll kill any man who kills any man. Titan submarine is great, or is it?
Man, doing 8 piercing damage while healing for 8 while costing 1 FP.
I don't know. That sounds pretty bad.
The character people think is bad. Oh wow, you just did 5 damage to Flurry? Ugh, even if I hadn't had any buffs, this would be undone.
People wonder why I am so adamant that I want a hard mode.
Like, with
Yeah.
even without like the 2 fucking
Damage plus P's.
like she's practically invincible. Like,
Yeah, Flurry's crazy.
how many enemies or bosses do, like, more than 6 damage per attack, and how much more? Like,
Well,
Why?
the Shadow Sirens and Shadow Queen can outdo her damage.
okay, like, how much damage does the Shadow Queen do?
She can do 14 with the Shadow Wave,
Okay,
and
well, not that, minus that move.
if both of her hands attack you, they do 7 each, and then if she attacks you, on top of that, it's 21.
No, this is the funny thing, Omicron. They didn't buff Flurry. She's pretty much exactly the same. People just said she was bad.
Like, okay, like, just take one of those attacks, for example. Like, you do 7 damage to Flurry, she gets back 6 of that with her attack. So you only do 1 damage to Flurry. Like, any attack, any amount of damage that happens to Flurry, you subtract 6.
Oh, hey, look. 5 flying enemies with, like, a low weight. I wonder what we could do about that.
And then, you know, just with some buffs. Well, that didn't do as much as I was hoping, but...
Wow. Those actually have a very good chance of getting blown away. You got some shit luck. I mean, you still got rid of 2 of them, and the third one's dead.
Yeah, fire enemies are weak to Gale, too.
let's try that again.
Okay, so but here's the other side of the coin. What happens when you buff Flurry with like Power Lift?
Well, it makes her even more ridiculous because
She heals more HP and she has defense.
they buffed Power Lift in this remake too.
I noticed. Fucking crazy.
It's more easy to get. It's more consistent to get 4-4 or 4-3, whereas in the original it was inconsistent.
Mr. Alizreal says, "Did you know there are 2 hidden blocks above the underground bar?" I don't know, Red. Did you know about that one? You know, Helia's got a point, Red. You should have used Fire Drive.
I do
yeah,
think
totally.
that the Shadow Queen is like Flurry's worst battle, because
But, like, the Shadow Queen isn't likely to, like, attack only Flurry.
I know, but I'm just saying it is like out of all the boss fights you could use her for, it's
Flurry's-
definitely her worst.
Flurry's biggest weakness is when she's dealing with a large number of attacks per turn, because she can't outpace that.
Yeah.
But, like,
I'll be back in a few minutes.
There's very few encounters or bosses that would really... I mean, okay, there would be encounters with a lot of enemies if they all decide
But
to.
those ones are vulnerable to Gale Force, which is an option she
Yeah,
has.
like
Yeah.
the thing is too is that like that's also the reason that she's not that good against the Shadow Sirens plus Dupless.
Yeah, but there are so many bosses in the game that are single targets. I mean, even with Smorg, some parts of Smorg have like 3 attacks, but even then, like Smorg is a pretty good fight for Flurry.
I wasn't expecting one of the Koopa Trolls to go there, but okay.
Koopa Trolls are actually more vulnerable to Showstopper, so that surprises me.
No. Like,
Oh.
unless you're in just some weird, bizarre situation in which either, like, you're dealing with a bunch of hits at once and they all go to Flurry, and not just divided between Flurry and Mario, any damage that Flurry's gonna get can be very easily recovered.
You can also, if you plan around it well enough, you can use that too to protect your other partners from getting hurt.
I mean, if an enemy is if an enemy can only attack the person in front, then there's just a wall. like
They don't
Mario's not getting hit.
explicitly tell you about the chances to being affected by this or that, but Thousand Year Door, every enemy has modified chances for various status effects, but you don't get to see them exactly. But it's as a general rule of thumb, the enemies that are more vulnerable to Gale Force are ones that are flying, and the ones that are more resistant to it are like the heavy ones.
Yeah.
Alright, floor 80.
The one that confuses people is Parabuzzies, because Parabuzzies are resistant to Gale Force, because Buzzies are resistant to Gale Force, because they're heavy. Even though it's a flying enemy. What's called for dinner? I'll be back. You probably will start Bone Tail at the very least by the time I get back, I guess. But
Maybe, I mean, the last 20 floors are the real tough ones.
yeah, but regardless, I'll be back.
I don't know how well this will work on them, but let's try it.
Have you just gotten to 470?
I'm on 81.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say around 70 or 80, the enemies are also really weak to clock out. Like the Spunyas, the piranha plants, and the Arantulas are vulnerable to stock.
Starting to get in there. Starting to get some good star points. Yeah, there's not a whole lot that will do like just flat 10 damage to you, and you can get badges that increase your defense and also make you a lot harder to hit when you're in danger, and plus the badges that increase your attack when you're in danger. So having low health is very viable, and then obviously super guarding if you're good at it. You can just not take damage.
Did a BP only run too? Right now, I'm just finishing up recipes for 100% completion.
It's just not able to hit me. Yeah, the amount, the amount of damage people can do at peril is ridiculous. And then combine all that stuff with the multi-hit attacks and then Yoshi. You know, I always found it weird that normal piranha plants were pit enemies and this far down.
Well, I mean, you always seem to find them in the original games, in pipes.
Sure,
Oh.
but like there are various types of piranha plants throughout the game, but then the default normal ones are like these tough enemies.
Wait, Ben, have you played yours yet?
Yeah. I'm on the second chapter.
Oh, you're playing it right now.
Well, not at this exact moment, though. I'm probably going to go back to it.
Oh,
I
okay.
have also experimented, and I got 100 star points from doing the red Dull Bones fight.
Oh, that's not good. There goes one of my life shrooms. Piranha plants do kind of do ridiculous damage, though.
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
I lost a life stream because piranha plants killed Goombella.
Oh, darn.
Nice BP.
Well, I guess you shouldn't upgrade it anymore.
Okay. How's about a third power plus P?
If you insist.
My partners can do so much damage.
So wait, Ben, how are you going about playing the game?
Grinding.
Yeah.
He's committing to the bit.
Oh my god.
Isn't that right, Ben?
Like
Just
you
get-
heard what I said, Fox, didn't you?
Yes.
About getting 100 star points from the Red Dole Bones fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am doing this because I find it enjoyable.
Oh god. Well, you can have fun with that. I just don't like grinding. It's always one of my least enjoyable things to do in a game.
You really showed them who's boss. That was good.
Used a lot of FP, but
Well, still, the Bobbery's super guard was a nice ending touch. I almost called him Barbary. I don't know why. Barbara. Admiral Barbara.
I don't think there's that much.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, Box, and all of you guys. I've just finished season 6 of It's Always Sunny.
Oh, you did? What did you think?
It was funny. The show's still
I
been
mean,
very consistent.
the show is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm already 6 seasons in. I mean, they're not like full television seasons, so that helps. But
I gotta know.
yeah.
What did you think of the dentist system?
Think of what?
The dentist system.
Oh, the dentist. Well, that was a bit ago, but it was
I know.
kind of pretty harrowing.
And that's why Dennis is the worst of them.
It's why he's my favorite. It's why he's my favorite.
When it
character.
comes to women, he's unbelievably the worst by far.
It's why he's my favorite
God.
character.
Jeez.
Wait, did you see the game show episode yet?
That's in season 10.
No, wait, it's a game show?
Yeah, that's in season 10. We
Okay,
shouldn't
yeah,
say
I was gonna say I don't think so. There was a music competition. I think that was like the season 4 finale where they had to keep
We
dancing.
shouldn't say too much.
No,
though.
the season 4 finale was Nightman or Dayman.
Oh, right, you're right. That was Nightman.
It was Nightman, yeah.
Becomes the Dayman.
Oh,
Oh.
Monster of Karate. Friendship
You know,
forever.
it's so
the
funny.
dumbest song ever.
I love how consistently well written and funny the show is.
Yeah, it's been great. The episode where Dee gave birth was something else.
You say these
Yeah.
things are weak to clock out?
Yes, they are.
The Nightman.
Oh.
You get a good roll on them though. But no, it's definitely my go-to example of this is how you do unlockable characters very well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's so funny with it. But no, I was yep, that's exactly why I like Dennis. He's delightfully terrible.
Have you ever used clock out to blow up the audience by accident?
I've done it before just for laughs.
Just for fun. It's really not something you want to do, but it's kind of funny in a twisted way.
I've accidentally hit myself with it once.
I've definitely done that on my GameCube playthrough. I really like how that one works mechanically.
Which
how the
season
buttons
did
change
you
on you.
enjoy the most so far, though, AKG? Because out of those,
Well, I'm
I
really
was-
just experiencing the series. I'm not really
Okay.
analyzing it much. Well, I mean, I mean, I like to like analyze things as I go, but like in terms of
Yeah.
ranking, I haven't thought about it at all. I mean,
Okay.
I guess
I mean, between
maybe
those,
season 4, maybe.
yeah, I was gonna say between those seasons, 3 and 4 would probably be my favorite.
Okay. This one was also very good. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I liked them all. So, I guess season 4 had the most just memorable
Yeah,
ones. I mean, the Nightmare Cometh is such a good.
it really is.
Uh, also, I kind of die inside every time Cricket shows up because I'm just reminded of how terribly his life has gone downhill because of these idiots. Like it, I'm like, oh god, he's back, and every time, and they always do a good job making him look really, really, really terrible. You know what I mean? Like, just up front, just, poor guy.
Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh, I'm watching Clock Out, and the stream isn't caught up yet. I'm not watching the... Wait, what happens? Hold on. Oh! Oh! Oh, no. That is really bad.
I barely even, like, pushed it when it swapped, and it just... went... Just the one push made it go over to my side.
You better be very careful. You got lucky having Flurry in the front. If Flurry was not in the front... Oh,
Well,
jeez.
it's not just the lucky, not just Flurry, but just lucky in general.
Well, true. Yeah, you did. I feel like I would have died. Do you have a badge that gives you, like, evasion or something?
Yeah. Like,
Okay, I was gonna say, that is unreasonable.
I
good
have
luck.
I have badges
Okay.
that just in general give me evasion, plus the ones for being in danger.
Oh, I remember that badge.
Okay, well that didn't matter.
Did lip lock help? Let's see. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Flurry is useless. No.
I do like that added touch of the partner reacting to Mario dying. I like that.
Oh
Well,
no!
As much as I'm not a fan that they just let you retry the scenario, it's very convenient for streaming.
You're gonna take advantage of it.
I don't want to redo like the 2 hours.
So you do think it's a good thing. How do you like them now?
Just because I take advantage of it doesn't mean I think it's a good thing.
I mean, that's some complacency. I don't really care what you think. I just think it's funny. It's like, I hate that they, it's a very human thing. You know, it's
Now,
like,
I know
I
this,
want it to be challenging, and then you die, and you're like, but I don't want to redo it, so...
Look, I'm only saying that because of doing a stream.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, they changed it where if you die, you can like try again, which I think is good for the majority of the game. I don't like it in the pit.
Yeah, I don't either. It just defeats the entire point.
Yeah, I do think a point of it was to be like an endurance run. Again, that's what makes the pit or like the Zelda ones good, you know. Master Trials,
Yes.
Cave of Ordeals, Savage Labyrinth. The Master Trials did let you restart them in 3 chunks, but at least in Breath of the Wild, at least each of those was like a substantial amount of floors, like, you know. So I thought that was fine. Plus, they're building on the concept of you having to start from scratch, so it makes sense to like reset that. So I
Yeah.
thought that was actually really good.
I still want to know what they're going to do with the next Zelda game.
I
I just hope
I
it's
don't
less
know.
exhausting.
I'm-
And I hate
For
saying
the
that.
first time ever, I'm actually kind of nervous for the next 3D Zelda, just because
Yeah, I
I
am
didn't really
too.
like how Tears turned out. So
And the thing is too is that me being like a huge Zelda fan and like I don't like to sound like this, it's just like I just hope it's not as exhausting. And I don't
yeah, can we
say
make it
this
shorter this time and not
yeah,
have the
like I
world be
don't
like?
say this in a way to be negative or cynical. I just say it in a way to be like I think we're ready for something else. Kind of thing. If I'm making sense.
No, it makes plenty of sense. I don't want another. Is that? I shouldn't say I don't want another like 80-hour game. Like again, Xenoblade Chronicles X was worth every hour I put into it. I just felt like Breath of the Wild and Tears did not have enough content to justify how long it took to do things.
I think a lot of their content is very bloated.
There was a time where Twilight Princess was seen as like an extremely lengthy game. Because at the time, and I'm not saying it's short by any means, but at the time, it was the longest Zelda game before Skyward Sword, and it felt like a big epic journey. Then Skyward Sword came out. It was like about the same length, maybe a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was a tight 40-hour journey, you know?
Hello.
Yeah, I
Hey.
think in the newer games case too is that Twilight Princess just feels less bloated.
Yeah. It's funny, people accuse Twilight Princess of being bloated. I'm not saying they can't have that opinion, but it's funny. Like, now, look at it, like, compared to this, oh my god.
I was to say, when I played through Twilight Princess, I thought, man, it's kind of empty around here. I don't know. Maybe that's not what they.
I would argue it's
but
empty
I
with a
don't know.
purpose in specific places, and it's actually very dense overall. We were just talking about how we're nervous about the next 3D Zelda game because of how the last 2 went.
And I
Mostly
hate
Tears.
saying- like I feel awful saying that because I'm like a
I know,
Zelda
it's like I'm never
series.
critical of Zelda, like, to that
yeah, it's my
extent.
favorite Nintendo series. Like
I'm like, you're right. I would
I mean,
consider
I'm
myself like a Zelda
Yeah, so-
super fan.
What,
Like,
what do you think that Tears should have done different then? I guess if you're feeling
how
down
much
about
time
it.
do you have?
I mean, I'm eating hot dogs while waiting to get back onto testing my time for Katamari after losing like an hour and a half,
I mean, the short answer is I
or at
would
least
just
an hour, anyways.
I mean, the short answer is that I would like it to be less exhausting.
Yeah, just less. How about this? Quality over quantity.
Yes.
How about that? I'm not even saying they have to go back to linear Zelda as much as I'd be fine with that. I'm fine with the open air format even after this. Even after the disappointment of Tears. But like
Do you think
Yeah.
maybe Tears would have been better if the Sky Islands caused us to drift off to some other part of the world, so we weren't actually in Hyrule and had to work our way back to there, save
that
whatever
would
problem was going on there?
that'd be one way you could have made the overworld exploration.
Like,
more
because
interesting,
they could have
sure.
just had a huge, entirely new overworld. Like maybe they just thought that because they're adding the stuff above and the stuff below that you'd be that they wouldn't need as much in the sort of regular
the ground.
terrestrial layer,
Well,
right?
it's not like they
Because
didn't
basically-
change anything about the ground. There's plenty that they did, especially with towns
Mm.
and how they evolved and all
Yeah.
that was great. It's more just the gameplay loop and the
It
dungeons.
feels repetitive.
Huge disappointment.
It feels
No.
repetitive.
Difficulty is still
You know, like
completely
there's a lot of new
off.
stuff in the world, but it's the world that we already played hundreds of hours in, with a bunch of new stuff dumped on it.
Yeah.
It feels very
Skyward Sword HD was the most refreshing thing of all.
Yeah, like
It would be
you know,
even more refreshing if it came out after Tears. Like, that game is just so much more what I think is peak Zelda. It's so much more what And that game is look, Skyward Sword's not perfect, and it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but Skyward Sword is the compromise that Tears of the Kingdom I think was trying to be between Breath of the Wild and Ocarina style games, and it came out first, so it really doesn't make Tears look good. I don't know. Tears doesn't commit to anything that it adds at all. Nothing.
I mean, I would have liked there to be a lot more sky area to explore, like
Yeah.
actually interconnected. Like there was like, if there was like a central floating mass that was like a city up in the sky that you could explore, like a city-sized city you could explore, and then there was a whole lot of satellite islands around. That would have been a much better sky than what they gave us. I still like the idea though that we would have gone onto the city, and then wound up drifting off to someplace neighboring Hyrule or whatever, where things are lawless or whatever. And there's just so many opportunities if they had done that to have new places for us to explore and discover. Whereas we spent a lot of our time playing Spot the Difference in a world we had already explored instead of exploring a new place.
And don't get me started on Ultra Hand. That joke.
I mean, from what I've played of
Ugh.
Tears, they did commit to their dungeons a little better than I think Breath of the Wild did, right?
no.
But,
They I would argue the Divine Beasts were more fully realized as Divine Beasts.
Maybe.
Yeah,
than-
agree.
because if you're calling these dungeons, they look like dungeons, they sound like dungeons, they smell like dungeons, they feel like dungeons, but they're not dungeons.
I call them
I
diet
guess, yeah.
dungeons.
They're you know what they are? They're diet Divine Beasts
Yeah.
painted like a dungeon. It's
Yeah,
insulting.
so basically, it's a
That's-
Divine
that's
Beast spread out
such a
over a
waste.
larger area, but not quite as good. Okay.
I outright prefer the Divine Beasts over the dungeons in TOTK.
I mean, I think for me, it depends on the dungeons. Like, I haven't played all of them, of course. I haven't gone through all of them, but there's some I enjoyed more than the Divine Beast, but certainly not all of them that I played.
I think they're some of the worst in the franchise,
No.
if not the worst, actually.
I'm kind of a casual. What do you get?
I'm gonna go out and say it. I think the water dungeon is the worst water dungeon in the series.
You know what's funny? People did like the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time for things like, its complex layout, the iron boots, all that. You know what makes the Water Temple bad in Tears of the Kingdom? Is that it's not a water temple.
Yeah.
The reason it's bad is because it's not a temple. It barely uses
And like
water.
its main gimmick,
It's barely
but the
anything.
gimmick doesn't even have to do with the fact that it's a water temple. The gimmick is like, oh, you don't have any gravity on here, so you're floaty. What does that have to do
Yeah,
with being in a water temple?
Just
Nothing. This is the place
brain-dead
where
puzzles.
the sheep dragon people talk to the fish people. That's how they did it.
Yeah, I don't
You know,
like. It's so funny because it's not like anything in the Water Temple is like poorly designed in Tears of the Kingdom. It looks pretty, it sounds wonderful, but it's just like it's just not even.
it's not a water
close.
temple. It is a temple in the water zone.
It's not even a temple. It's not even a Zelda dungeon, and it calls itself one.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
when
agree
we
with
said
that
we wanted
completely.
dungeons back, this isn't what we meant. You need limitations. You cannot allow an ability like Ascend if you want to have a similar experience to classic Zelda dungeons. It's just not going to work. The fact that they didn't even try to make it work. I'm
No,
I'm
I still
baffled.
find it
What
interesting.
the hell
It
were they
wasn't
thinking?
it wasn't a dislike for the content that made me stop playing the game. I was just bored.
Yeah.
It wasn't the temples that I was even bored. It's like,
It's so boring.
yeah, it's kind
It's
of a
so
dull game.
boring.
The most fun I had was trying to catapult Koroks across rivers and do some
Yeah,
of his hood
that's
ornaments
honestly
and
more
stuff like
entertaining than the core gameplay loop.
that.
Yeah.
I'd find the guy at the sign that
And,
needs to be held up, and I'd try to find the stupidest way
I
to
think
hold it up.
I think you can have a lot more fun. I had a lot more fun with Tears of the Kingdom than Breath of the Wild, but at least with Breath of the Wild, the kind of limited minimalist style supported the atmosphere they wanted me to have, and I could at least kind of buy into that a bit. Plus, it had things like the Divine Beasts, some unique ideas, great abilities like magnesis and stasis, right? But Tears of the Kingdom,
I mean,
none of it
There's
works.
something. There's something. Another idea they could have done made our interaction with the sort of the surface terrain as minimal as possible. Perhaps they should have had us start down in the dark dungeon, develop that properly into a proper area instead of just a big open place full of free routes.
Yeah.
Develop that into a proper area with better, like, 'cause, you can tell they had cool ideas to go down there, like with the mines and everything else. If there was some sort of like subterranean Goron thing going on, or some other race, even just something interesting going on there, and then we work our way up through the thing, get to the surface, and realize nothing on the surface matters. We have to get up to the sky now, and then it becomes the only stuff you do on the surface is getting up to the sky, and then you have a properly developed sky area that you deal with, and then go off to the castle. Because the castle is floating. They could have easily added a couple thousand feet to that thing's elevation and made it part of the sky area.
Yeah.
They had opportunities and ideas. It's just,
And you know what's funny? Despite
stuck on
the fact
using
that I
the
could
overworld.
rant about Tears of the Kingdom for like 5 hours, I still like the game. Like, I actually do. I still enjoyed it. That's it's funny, and it's hard for me to kind of grasp that. Like, I still enjoyed the game and think that it has a lot to offer. But you kind of unleash all the criticism from me when you start to like,
I still like that the world feels
act like the game's
kind of like
masterpiece.
someone's
I'm like,
lived in it.
wow,
Like, it feels like a world where things are happening in the world.
It does.
I do still appreciate that about it.
Me
Like,
So what I'm hearing, Melly, is that you liked the Korok Forest.
I didn't make it there.
You didn't miss much. You really didn't.
Yeah, I still liked, we had bands of people going around to try and root out the monsters, and we had
Yeah, that was cool.
the towns and villages, and there are things going on in that. We have all these refugees going around because the one town got taken by pirates, and
Yeah.
and it's like, I want to go deal with the pirates and rebuild the town, and I did do that, and that's about where I was. I finished that, and that's about where I stopped, because it's like, okay, well, that plot line's done up, and
When there's two,
I'm
no
missing the
enemies to battle.
next thing to go for. Like, I think, oh no, it wasn't right where I started. I was working my way to what's her name, Raru's sister, Dragon Chick. Anyways,
I know you're talking. Yeah.
I was having trouble figuring out quite where I was going with that, and I just sort of at that point was just like, I just didn't turn it on the next day. Like, I was missing something obvious, and I know I was, and it's annoying me a little that I stopped there, but
I think Allie might be enjoying Apollo Justice.
Good.
She
Better
just
than Tears of
changed
the
her
Kingdom.
nice. She just changed her profile picture to a drawing she did of Emma.
Let me see.
Sorry, which one is she again? Is it the
Emma Sky.
This one?
He's the scientist.
Oh, that looks really good. She's a good artist. Looks really good. Definitely based on the Rise from the
might
Ashes
be.
era, but yeah.
No, it's based on from.
No, what's her
Apollo.
name on this here? Is she in this server, or is it in the Dawn
No,
of New
this
Age?
is
Okay, sorry. So what's her username again? Just
Saturn Altea.
Saturn Altea. Sorry, I don't have it memorized yet. Oh yeah.
Nice drawing. I'm glad she's like it.
Oh yeah, nice.
Turtleback Corner has a lot of good world building. Probably my favorite thing about the case.
Okay, so
It's funny because Emma got on her nerves in Rise from the Ashes.
Supernova does 15, right? And it pierces defense, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
here's the defense.
You could Supernova Radley Wink or Supernova Power Shell or Shell.
Yeah, don't be
Sniper.
afraid to use Supernova. Like,
Oh.
you got nothing to hide.
I'm not afraid to use this. I use this more than people probably should.
Unleash the beast.
Like, my strategy for, like, the Shadow Queen was just, like, constantly bomb past Supernova as much as I can.
Supernova into Shell Slam. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's
Brain,
really
while you were gone, we were just complaining about Tears of the Kingdom. And for once, I didn't bring it up this time. Okay, so
I heard the end of it.
I didn't bring this one up.
Now, it'd be really nice if Merly to show up.
I don't know if that
Or-
would make a difference, Red.
It would.
Or never
it
mind. Never mind. Okay.
Because red.
Oh.
I can say with as someone who's already done this, it maxes out at 100.
I know that, but like,
No, Red knows that.
Yeah, yeah.
Ben is
I just-
online playing Paper Mario 1000.
Like it's like I said, like I'm more
I-
passionate about this game, which is why I talk about it a lot. But Zelda is my favorite series overall.
Mm-hmm. Great series.
I'm just more passionate about this game, so
This game is quite a fucking video game.
yeah, that's why I just talk about it and do challenges of it a lot. I'm just
Okay.
passionate about it, but Ocarina is my favorite game too. So
I could take off a multi-pass on Lucky Day.
Key Day is not worth the badge points cost.
it
I
really
mean,
is.
the only other things I would do, I guess, are just
No, I'm just saying, like, the amount you dodge compared to the badge point spend is actually bad.
I
Pretty
guess
bad. Unless they
Power
changed
Plus
it.
is the alternative. So
Power Plus is good.
Yeah, I was
also,
gonna.
I have 3 Power Pluses, P's on right now.
Fucking great. Wonderful.
Imagine Flurry doing 9 damage, healing for 9 for 1 FP.
Yeah, now put her in peril.
Oh god.
Put Yoshi in peril. But also, Orion, you missed some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Clock out.
so I was up against like a piranha plant and 2 of like the spider things,
Tarantula.
tarantulas. And I was like, okay, gonna use clock out, and like I haven't focused on them the entire time, but then like right at the end, the moment it like changed to the button I was pushing is now on my side, it immediately like went over to me. Like one button push caused it to jump over to me, and then I got stunned, and I
And he
died.
died.
And you resumed?
Yeah.
Coward.
That's what I said.
Look, I have done.
I was like,
I have done the
gotcha.
pit with this exact same strategy on GameCube. Like I could do
I
this, but
know.
also, like I agree. I don't like that, but it's convenient for a stream.
You have to admit, it is a little funny that you did use it though. At
Again,
least- come on,
it's-
you gotta be self-aware. It's a little.
I'm
funny.
sorry, I didn't want to like do 2.5 more hours of this stream.
Red's not going to be
We
self-aware.
wait.
He's going to be defensive.
Sorry, I'm just teasing you. I just think it's funny. I don't blame you actually at all for doing that. Don't worry.
Honestly,
Not-
if
not
if
at
this if this was the original,
I
probably
would have
would've-
presumed. Okay.
Look, if this was original, I probably would have ended the stream.
It's like, well, thanks for joining. That's all the time we have. Goodbye.
No, literally, we're out of time. I can't do this again.
Oh god.
Like I would have ended the stream, and then like the next day just done it myself off stream until like the last bit, and then like turn on so I could do Bone Tail. Like,
And then you die at Bone Tail.
and then the stream's over.
Well, thanks for being here.
See, this is that's the point where you just rage quit.
At that point, I take the hint that Streamer's Curse is not going to let me beat this. Either that, or I just stock up on much more live streams than I have. I guess this is like the main difference right now compared to most of my playthroughs, is that I don't have nearly as many live streams as I usually do.
You honestly don't need that many.
Also, yeah, you really don't. Also,
don't,
I
but
like
it's nice to have the insurance.
I like the animation for Gale Force in this game in the remake.
Oh wow, that's
Good job staying at Hammer Height.
gonna do so much for you. That might have been annoyed if you actually went up, but okay, Merle hates this thing.
You can still put them to like if you had Sleep Stop on, even when they're charged up, you could still put them to sleep with Sleep Stomp.
Why?
I don't know. You could
Don't they
still
do contact?
Yeah, no, like you would still take damage from the
Oh!
poison, but
Does
you
Sleep
would
Puffs
also
work
put
on
them to
Spike
sleep.
Goombas?
No, only on the poison puffs.
That's fucking weird.
Is it
I guess
puffs
they
in
would
general, or
adapt that.
just specifically poison puffs?
Well, anything that has like a charge thing to it, like a poison puff, like I don't know if it works.
So it works like Zap Tap?
Yeah, in a
Okay.
sense, like if a poison puff or a rough puff is like charging their lightning or their poison, and you use sleep stomp on them, yeah, you would take the damage, but you could also put the sleep effect would still apply on them.
No.
No.
Presents. You want to see the stage presence up close?
What? Boom! Oh, I didn't get
You
it.
got squashed.
Okay.
You couldn't handle her stage presence.
Hey, Red, level up.
Remember,
You
remember
two
Red.
level up so fast, like in the bottom 20, like floors.
Remember, Red. Don't. Oh wait, no, you already had. Never mind.
What?
Oh, because it was on funny number.
Look, funny number pales in comparison to badges.
So many badges.
Okay. 496, now on to 97.
Air drive.
No.
No, you can shell slam them though.
So say, this looks like a job for Coops.
Oops is really good in the pit.
Do they have one natural defense?
No, they have more than one defense. I think they have 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Even deeper.
I think it's like 2 to 4, somewhere around.
2 by default, but they will buff their defense.
Okay, yeah, it was around 2.
You have 3 power pluses on?
On the partners.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
just knock one
okay.
guy through into the other two, they would just finish them all because there's only one.
Yeah, you could use Super Hammer. So Stampede would do 7 damage to them. Okay.
Yep. I love to Peril Stampede them.
There's technically a limit on all stats. Badge points has the lowest limit, but it's still really high.
I do find it funny how
Unlike
it's
64, where it's 30.
Yeah, I
find
think
Super
you've more than
Hammer-
doubled the 64 limit. The badge points limit is the only one I've ever hit. I've
Yeah.
never hit the HP or FP limit.
I've
So
never.
then I'm gonna have to do it for all of them.
Stop.
I mean, I know the limit.
Stop yourself,
No.
Ben.
know the
No.
limit, 3 of them, so I'm just not gonna do it. Like, as far as HP or FP goes, because no, I'm not going to that limit.
They're really high.
They're both at 200.
Yeah. No, like, getting to 200 HP with level ups? Fucking Christ.
Sounds like a job for me.
Fun.
Don't think I'm gonna get another level up before Bone 2.
You're gonna get so many star points from Bone Tail.
Egad?
No, you'll just get 1 star point and a very not good badge.
What? They could have buffed return postage.
Because it's basically just hold fast as a badge. And the only like, I mean, it's not even like a good strategy, but like the only funny thing you can do with it is you can combo it with double pain.
You know, even Amazy Daisies don't give you enough to grind reasonably to the highest levels. You still are on the A rank stage, right, Red?
Yeah.
You
Usually I get the S rank during, like, in
Right
the
at the
Palace of
end.
Shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Okay.
level are you at? 29. Oh, one more level up.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
What badges will not help you? Multi-bounce will
no.
not help you against Bonetail. Yeah, no.
Honestly, neither would Fire Drive.
No, I mean, Fire Drive could be nice to put on that extra damage for fire.
I'd rather use Vivian if I wanted to do that. Flower Finder.
Yeah, you don't
True.
need flower.
You're not gonna get flower drops from Bonetail.
Okay.
Power Bounce is useful if you're good at it, which is harder in this version.
Nah. It's
Double Dip could be crazy, but I don't know if you're prepared to do that.
I love double dip strategies. Double dip,
Power Plus is worth it.
yeah, second Power
Yeah.
Plus.
double
No,
dip.
that is worth it.
Absolute, like they're one of my absolute favorite things
E
to do.
up, D down if you're feeling ballsy.
Yeah, I don't need
Yeah,
it.
because that gives you permanent defense. Like it even goes
Power
like,
Rush P. Oh, dude. Power Rush P and Last Stand P and Close Call P.
yeah, I would get those.
Bro, you could just do. Oh my god.
I guess I could try to get Yoshi down, but I've
If. What, okay. What. You don't have a, swap, right?
have a what?
You don't have a point swap.
No.
No, because point swap would make
Super Appeal could actually, for Mario, could actually be pretty good if you want to spend his turns trying to keep his star power high.
I guess.
Like
Don't
treating Flurry.
I don't really have
as a
any
bit of
other
fun.
1-point badges that are worth putting on, so.
Because that can help you if you want to like keep having those special moves.
Okay.
It's almost time.
It is time.
Mm-hmm.
Aroo.
I like Bone Tail. I like this.
Well,
Oh look, here's another character that had their gender changed, but not really,
Aroo.
because it was in the
let's beat
Japanese.
Bonetail with only super guards.
I don't
Well,
think
that
you
would
can
be
hurt
impossible.
Bonetail with super guards.
Yeah, because you can't bite. You can't super guard.
Did they change any of those in the remake?
No.
Well, like,
Because someone did a stream where they were fighting the Shadow Sirens with Dupless. Marilyn used lightning, and the super guard, like the note, like they clearly clicked the button and it said super guard, but the lightning still damaged them. So no, you
Interesting.
can't. Yeah, you can't super guard. The attacks that weren't super guardable still apply.
Damn.
anyways.
So you can't super guard by Marilyn's lightning.
Well, I mean, like,
or the Shadow Queen hand drag.
If
the
you- if you're
dragons
gonna
don't
take-
even do, like, contact damage, so super guarding doesn't
Red-
even hurt them,
Red.
right?
Yeah.
If you were going to take mandatory damage anyway, get Yoshi out to take that damage in advance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Peril Yoshi is one of my favorite things to use here too. And Peril Goombella for that matter.
So, I'm fighting the Shadow Sirens, and Marilyn just got really super buffed up like twice, and then she immediately got frozen by the stage.
Amazing.
That's hilarious.
well, fuck her up.
Kissy kissy. Red.
Hmm.
You should go do some powerlifting.
Yeah, Powerlift Flurry.
For, to do
It
a
also
flurry
would raise your
rotation.
defense.
God damn.
Congratulations, you got 4-4.
I don't.
Yeah, it's more easy.
I don't think I ever got 4-4 on the original.
Because it was very inconsistent. They buffed it in here to where you can consistently.
Red did not equip feeling fine, but he's probably going to be fine. Okay, Red, you're in danger with Mario.
Yep.
With buffs.
Yep.
You should probably... Okay.
Hmm.
I was gonna say you should do something to make sure Mario doesn't die in the next turn.
I mean, I do have, all those lucky badges.
You just healed 13. Flurry's back to normal. Also, doesn't Bonetail pierce? I don't remember.
Yeah, Bonetail does pierce.
He does?
The breath pierces defense.
Oh, the breath. Okay.
Remind me, is there an advantage to having Mario in front of the partner?
Well, that means that he can go first.
Oh, true.
If you want to do like peril setups and stuff.
That's a good move.
That's 24 damage.
God, I think that moves faster than the original. Like, I don't know. The few times that I've used it, I've had a harder time.
Yeah, I feel like it was slower.
I've used it
Original.
once, and ironically, I did better than I normally do.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like this drop shadow just moves a lot.
Keeping Mario in a shell shield is a good way of keeping him at low health, though.
Yeah.
Especially against a target who actually does ignore super guards. Excuse me, Coops. I'd like another shield, please.
That'll cost you a small fee of flower points.
Of honestly not that many flower points.
That's why I said small fee.
Put Yoshi back out, but this time don't block with him.
A small
Star
fee.
instinct.
I see, Melly. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's just been a few years for me.
Not like I could block that one anyway.
Okay, so he keeps doing 8, which means if he hits Yoshi again, it'll bring Yoshi to 6.
Hey, by the way, she's still buffed.
Kissy, kissy.
You just like have a permanently buffed like flurry, just by constantly swapping.
Wasn't the timer at 3 last time?
Was it? I guess we'll see next turn. Coward.
No, it was. Holy shit! It's just
Her.
permanently buff. How many flower savers does Red have on? For partners too.
I think I also have 2 for Mario.
Yeah, no, like it's the natural amount. That doesn't come
swap
with any
for the
stolen ones from
term
luck.
Turn and the buff lasts forever. Jeez, that seems like a bit of a bug.
Quick change, powerful.
Yes.
I think buffs should tick down not at the start or end of a turn, but when you use the buff.
Yeah. Realistically.
Or when you take your action, I guess.
Okay, I don't know if
Goddamn.
Yoshi's gonna work out.
Yeah,
Whoops.
you're out of damage range, and if he hits you, you pretty much
Yeah,
lost.
okay. Yoshi
was
strats
talking-
are a no-go.
Well, no, Red, wait, now, Red!
What? What?
If you use Sweet Treat, it cures cures statuses, and you can heal him specifically 3 health.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to, if you time it right.
You just make sure you get exactly 3 for Yoshi, and there you go.
Yeah.
There. Well, 2. Okay.
Yeah, he has 2.
I swore it caught that last one, but I guess it did hit the ground in it.
There you go.
There you go.
Now don't
got
hit
it.
it anymore. There you go.
And now, if he gets hit by 1 8 damage attack, which I think is what Bone Tail's attack is, then there you go.
It is Bone Tail's attack.
Yeah, we're... Shell Shield's lasted quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, Yoshi. Not me. Flurry's got the buff.
I don't think I took advantage of Shell Shield on my playthrough as much as I could have.
I've used it.
I think Shell Shield's not as good as it could be, but in a fight where they can ignore super guards like this, nah. That's useful.
I like Shell Shield a lot.
I just think that Shell Shield is not as useful as it could be because of super guards.
I'm gonna do a preemptive power lift.
Oh no!
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
a
get
good-
the craziest Yoshi. Wait, no, Red. Don't get any defense. Don't
No,
don't
they
hit
won't
the
be
defense
defense.
ones. They're trying to stop you.
Yeah, that...
It's only 2.
Oh,
I mean, that's still gonna do a lot of damage.
Donnie Ruver says, Hi, Red. I recently watched all your reviews for the first time.
hello.
That's awesome.
All right. Now
Okay,
you can go ahead and do it.
but I'm not done.
Oh no! Oh no!
Now, this is kind of risky if it doesn't kill it, but...
Oh, Red. Oh, Jesus.
Oh no!
We'll
You
see
have
how
a
much-
shot.
Do you have a life stream with you, though?
Yeah, I do have a live stream, so I should be
Oh,
fine.
you'll be okay. Never mind.
But,
You'll be fine.
want to see how much damage this does?
Oh, I want to see exactly. Yeah, no, I want to see this.
Ground pound. Oh boy. Rare to get your face sat on. Hope you like this sort of thing.
Didn't kill it, but did you see that? Lucky.
Life shroom. Oh, lucky.
And he's dead.
Wait, now we swap around.
Yoshi, overkill.
That was freaking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's
And-
do that again.
And this is why Yoshi's considered the best partner alongside
Yeah.
Goombella.
This is why Yoshi and Goombella are the best partners, and why I use them pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
for
Now,
everything.
like, Yoshi does require setup to do this ridiculous. Really?
Also,
Really?
wait, Red.
Really? Merlin, are you kidding me?
Come on. Haha, I'm in this battle too.
Also,
Brain-
Red.
This happened. 999 coins.
What?
Well, I guess you get a reward of
bonus.
some kind.
Yay, more
Okay.
money you don't need.
Anyways,
It kept the joke.
Anyways, that happened in my last recording of the game.
The Merly
Yeah.
doubling that. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red. Also, because you didn't level up, you have a Peril Yoshi in your back pocket.
I mean,
You could just steamroll Chapter 8 now. It's free,
It's like-
basically. You could
I
inst-
need a
Well,
doctor.
until I level up.
please. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
you could scour items and just heal. Like, yeah, it would be slower, but you could just instant kill every boss in Chapter 8 with Yoshi.
Congratulations, Red. You've got fucking crazy.
ugh.
Just in your pocket.
Yeah, because Yoshi can hit anything. Doesn't matter where they're at, he can hit anything.
I mean, he has Stampede, which does the same damage as his normal jump, but to everyone.
Yeah, it's
God damn it,
basically
Mario, what
it's
took you so long? Come on, open the door. Later.
It's basically a
Whoa.
ground pound that hits everyone.
Well, that was something.
The chat seems to be conspiring about telling you something, but the game apparently is going to tell you.
Don't tell me. I mean, I've already heard that you need to go down the pit twice, so.
No, he has not done the thing on Keel Hulky. Wait, Red needs to kill Shadow Queen first. Never mind! Hey, Battlemaster, remember what you said about multi-hits getting stronger?
What the fuck are you doing to that Yoshi? Holy shit!
He's gonna die! No, because I have Quick Swap.
Who wants to talk to a whole bunch of old men? Or I guess also at least one old woman, I think.
We're gonna talk to the elderly.
And their diabetes.
I don't get down here.
Wanted to go show that Goomba what Yoshi's made of.
Just fucking obliterates Goomba.
Hey Goomba, how much health do you have? 2. Guess what I do? Like 70.
What?
What? What? Huh?
It's just paste on the floor where the Goomba used to be.
The melee opening. Imagine if they replaced Stampede with just stock footage of the melee opening or Yoshi's Final Smash from Ultimate.
But still in its 480p.
Oh, you simple my question. Is your Yoshi dying?
He only
It looks pretty spry at the moment, actually.
Sure, worry about him,
There we
not
go.
me. I'm also dying.
Oh wait, I can heal myself. I don't need to worry about Yoshi.
I didn't use a single of my healing items except for, like, wasting one life room.
Great, you know Maple Super.
Ah, taste.
Hey Mario!
Oh, it's good. You really should try one.
Can I have it?
No.
Get your own.
Yoshi,
Wait, you
you
thought
thought...
that Yoshi's Final Smash was a reference to Thousand Year Door? No, it's a reference to Melee's opening.
Yoshi, you are currently a weapon of mass destruction, and I aim to keep it that way.
Oh God, Gonzalez, it hurts.
Just need to find a way to buff him even more.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
If
can
Red,
do
if Red wanted to get a PFD down P, for example.
Yeah. I once saw someone increase Yoshi's attack until he had 99.
Okay, Red, so you start using charge on Yoshi.
Ugh. Goddamn old people.
He's also the
But-
only partner in the game that can solo the whole game.
See, I think this trouble is just the elderly conspiring to make the youth more active. Like physically active.
Donnie asks if you visited the Battle Master.
I've talked to him a few times. I haven't, like, listened to all the stuff he said.
For a new player's perspective, I think the Battle Master is one of the coolest additions, actually. Like, so much of the stuff the Battle Master talks about is stuff you would have had to, like, look up on forums or talk to uber nerds about.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much a necessary addition, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much like, I mean, obviously I watch things from like challenge running and stuff like that, but some things I had to learn on my own too.
Like, I don't know.
I guess player guides are more commonly used and purchased back in 2004.
Like, I was the kind of person who saw some stuff in Paper Mario Strategy and got really interested before I learned about people challenge running. But I don't think a lot of people do that. But this just makes it more accessible. Like, more people realize that this is stuff you can do.
Yeah. I think they handled that well. The fact that they made a new NPC with like a personality to go with it is nice to help deliver that content.
If only they had more challenging content besides, like, another boss or two to
I
go
know.
along with it. So you think you've really mastered this game? Well, do I have something for you?
It was pain.
At least this is a relatively short fetch quest.
It is a funny reference to Koopa Koop. And
Yeah.
it still gives you more money.
Yeah.
So Harain just referenced his favorite character.
Ah, yes.
I mean, that
Koopa
is your
Koop?
favorite. That is your favorite part of 64.
I mean, I don't know why you're projecting, but okay.
I thought your favorite part was the desert.
Yeah, no, it's even better than Koopa Koop.
No, it's Bombette. That's his favorite character.
Bombette! You guys are too hard on Bombette. I draw a line on Bombette.
Bombette kind of sucks.
She's harmless. Absolutely harmless.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's why she sucks.
No. No.
God damn.
I'm surrounded by
In combat, specifically.
She is useful. You know what? I'm not falling for the bait.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
taking the bait.
okay.
I'm not taking the bait. I'm not
What
taking
does
it.
Bombette do in combat better
Not taking
than
the bait.
any other partner?
Not taking the bait.
Because I can think of one thing, and one thing only.
Take something to General White, huh?
Hmm.
You know, and ironically, that one thing Bombette does is more of a liability if you're not using Quick Swap. And that's the thing! She's also not, like, a fun character either! She's, like, the worst partner and one of the most boring partners in terms of their character.
He's muted himself so he can't interject.
Hi.
Hi. Box is muted because he could probably.
I'm actually muting because I'm opening something with cardboard and tape, and if I didn't, it would destroy everybody's ears.
Right, because Crisp definitely wouldn't catch that and block it out.
Well, sometimes Crisp doesn't. I don't know why.
Mm.
Is a technically niche use of Bombette. But I also could swap to Cooper, a better partner, and flip him over, and it would only take slightly longer. And I would be used doing it with a better partner. So, I don't know, that might even out.
Okay, so I know how long it takes to open a box with tape on it. Doesn't take long. You just get marginally sharp object and just
She's not
cut the
even.
tape.
She's not even that sassy. Like, she's a little bit, but like. Biggest thing about her,
Expect her personality to be a bit more explosive for a Bob-omb.
she's kind of just a bit of a ditz.
Is it bad that I only just now figured out the quick swap for partners in the overworld?
Congratulations.
I mean, it's not that much quicker than the normal method.
Funniest thing about Bombette is Bruce. Kind of. It's already a joke I think that gets a bit old, but at the same time, you're not wrong. And also, it's mostly something about a different character related to her is funnier than anything to do with her. If Bomb was her basic attack, that would be a big difference.
Plus, they do the same thing with Goombella in this game with that side quest.
What
wait
is
a
her
minute.
base? What is her base
Her-
attack, anyways? Like her
Body
default.
slam.
Ow.
Guys, do you realize what you're asking for?
Stampede!
Hey, friends who are not injured, like I am, come trample these
Red,
things for
the
me.
first hit killed them.
They were utterly destroyed.
The plumber! Oh god, what is this?
It's no pain. It's pain different. Alright. Gonna walk through these doors, and he's gonna be there.
Right.
He looks tired of this.
Get it.
Where the fuck is he?
Oh, I get to bug both those assholes.
You didn't unlock the Chapter 7 pipe for this one.
Yeah. I don't want to,
Goddamn.
just open the door and then not immediately go in it, you know? It's anticlimactic. I guess I could
No.
have saved this for
Watt
after.
has not much personality either, but I would still prefer Watt over Bombette. I don't find Bombette just boring. I find her actively, like, kinda just lame. I find Watt being baby, and that's about it, to be less...
Rain, you are so dramatic about Bombette. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's fun. It's more fun to be dramatic.
I know, but like, dude, it's Bombette.
Yeah, I know.
Testing the lure, reeling in.
Watt is a girl, but they accidentally translated it to being a guy in a few lines. But Watt is a girl.
Say what?
No, Yoshi's better than Watt. I'm not gonna argue that. I'm saying I'd still prefer Watt to Bombay.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of Bombette's character either, but, like, the fact that she at least has something is better than Watt, who doesn't.
The thing she has is kind of just being a walking trope.
I mean, yeah, but, like, Watt doesn't have a personality.
I don't feel as frustrated by Watt in any interactions. You might say Bombette's character is more memorable, perhaps, but I don't think it's memorable for the right reasons. And it's also still not that memorable. We have a series full of badass women, and then we have one partner whose name and personality is literally Bomb but Girl.
It's not even like that game was lacking in good female characters anyway, so it's...
Oh, it's not! It feels weird! Barbara is one of the few characters, few partners that has like some good shit to dig into. You just have to actually look for it. But the titles do help. God damn it, these beans! That bomb!
You
know who has a more memorable...
Bob-Omb.
You know who has a more memorable personality than Bombette? General White.
Nobody forgets General White.
And that's why General White's better than Bombette. There is a personality to Parakarry of him being a klutzy mailman who just fucks things up more often than he gets them right. They just don't have a lot of material to go with it. Bullshit, but at least it sounds like it's over. Oh, and the fact that he says the same line every time you deliver a letter is a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Fucking audacity of the devs of this game. After making General White giving you a side quest to do the same fucking thing again. I mean, it is shorter, but still.
Parakarry, I am sad to say, might be top 3, at least top 5 partner personalities, just simply because he has more lines of dialogue than almost all of them.
Like, the main reason Goombari was as high as he is just because Tattle.
Tattle helps so much. That puts him as the locked second place.
I mean, when you look at it, that would put Goombario at first, because with the letter thing, he just says the same thing every time.
No. Bo's in first.
Oh yeah, Bo isn't. Well, yeah, duh, yeah.
No. Bo is first. Goombario is second.
Yeah.
He's above Parakarry.
Yeah, Bo's really the only one that has, like, a story and character.
Okay, Kirsty does have more personality than Bombette. It just sucks.
Did you guys not learn the last time?
One.
Well, you see that they're shaking.
You don't have a Happy Heart P equipped, right?
No.
Okay. Kirsty is what happens when you take Starlo and suck everything good about her out.
Fucking thing is, these guys are...
No, Starlo's good.
Actually, wait, I can just whack these guys, can't I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fine, we're just gonna be annoying.
So you just use Koops, and then go, what the?
Actually, I'm guessing... bump attack costs... BP.
Bro, in the Mario and Luigi series, everyone's a Luigi bully. Starlo's great. If IKG wasn't cutting up every box in the United States right now, I think he would agree.
I agree.
God damn this bomb.
Yoshi, you sit on him.
No, don't kill him.
Yes!
The fucking house explodes.
Luigi quest line in Thousand Year Door where Mario just leaves his brother out to dry with like the one person looking for him. Oh my god.
Oh, you mean the Toad fangirl?
Yeah.
Yeah, when she says you're a fake, he's like, bro, back me up. Mario just shakes his head no.
What are you talking about? It's a me, Luigi. Reddit's the package.
Man, imagine like... Yeah, you go back to Gold Bob the first time, and he's like, he was just here, he went to Far Outpost. And you come to Far Outpost, and he's still not there. And then the guy next to his bed is like, yeah, I came back here for a nap, but then he just left.
He woke up from a nap. Fucking got him, I guess. No! He's getting away! The developers of the remake giving you a fast travel pipe in Chapter 7, and you just going, but I don't want to unlock it until after I beat the chapter.
What, you want to open the door and then, like, have that big dramatic scene and then just not go in it immediately? Like, come on. Like, come on.
The way the town is designed, the houses don't look like they were built to be permanent. It looks like it was built as a base. And it's also called Far Outpost. As if it isn't even a town, it's an outpost. For the military.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
I do agree with that, or I can see that. Gleaming Rose said that she always saw Kirsty more as just a worse version of Tattle.
I mean, it's that archetype.
Paper Mario, but every character is Kirsty.
Yes,
Honestly,
I
that'd be kinda
found him. That's it.
they
64
made that.
coins.
Oh, Harane, they made that side quest funnier, by the way, the Luigi one, because he actually runs off crying.
Oh boy.
They made it funnier with the new expressions.
Oh
Yeah, Luigi does that.
boy.
You should do that one next.
People who run Far Outpost are people like General White, Admiral Bobbery. Like, these are military positions. And what is Gold Bob but their investor? Oh boy. Well, Red.
Just go make my brother cry.
All right, I'm back from opening every box in the United States.
Box, how does it feel to have been opened?
I mean, it feels pretty good. I mean, I can't complain.
So you're gonna recycle them, right, AKG?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm also going to recycle you for your opinions on Bombette. I was kidding.
I mean, have you read his books?
We fought the Goomba King? A cake?
Ooh.
The Chestnut King.
Mario when he pretends to be Luigi to get cake and then he finds out cake was a metaphor.
Yep.
Combat Lackluster wouldn't even suck if you got him before some of the other partners. He sucks because you get him last. That's the saddest thing.
Not only that, his nuke does 4 at max.
Oh, his nuke sucks.
Hey, bro.
Bro, why are you dressed like me? What? I'm Luigi! Luigi wears the L on his head. Look at that one! The M stands for me, Luigi.
Oh no, I'm not getting involved.
Luigi!
Luigi.
So sad.
You'll never be Luigi, no matter how many green hats you wear. Stop interrupting our special time. I'm pretty sure I'm me. This is a nightmare, a bad dream. I won't believe it. Wake up, Luigi.
All of the Luigi abuse that is in the Mario and Luigi series, especially from Starlo and especially in Paper Jam, this might take the cake. Especially because it came from Mario.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is probably the most legitimate like evidence for Mario being an asshole or whatever to Luigi. And like
In
that
the
there's
entire...
even more so than
canon.
him stepping on his shoe.
That was
If Matt
pretty mean,
Cat
though.
cited this, it'd be a lot harder to make fun of him.
I am in too much pain to question the morality of what we just done.
You got cake.
Can I have some?
No. Yeah, you're right, Yoshi. I shouldn't have said that. That was rude. I shouldn't imply I'm going to share things with you and then take that away from you. I got cake.
Duplicit's gonna steal Mario's identity. Mario's gonna steal Luigi's.
If I'm not Mario, then I'm Luigi.
Yeah, but the proper Muhammad eye for an eye thing would be if Mario stole Duplic's personality.
That sounds so sad.
I know.
Well, then again, Luigi.
Alright, one more trip to Far Post.
Learns Duplic's name, steals Duplic's identity. Still getting it. It's like, you can keep the other one. It's fine.
Also pretty
Right,
morbid
okay,
too.
wait.
None of Mario's partners scold him for that. They just kind of stand there with him. Cause like when you meet Punio, for instance, and you say "Guess again, nerd," Goombella or Koops will scold you. They don't do that with Luigi.
Luigi probably had it coming.
I mean, then again, Mario kind of saved Luigi from having to deal with a fangirl. In a sense.
Luigi would be upset about that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he would think he wants.
Doesn't know the
but then
danger he
regret
was
it
in,
after
the
a
peril.
while. Okay.
Yeah, Maria's.
What?
I think that's very likely what's going to happen next game. Exactly what you
You want
described.
my email? Nobody wants my email. Oh god, she won't stop emailing me. Stop emailing me! You know, does the hottest dog heal? Or is it just FP?
I think it does heal.
Oh,
It heals both HP and FP and gives you an attack boost.
Okay, that actually is a problem for trying to use it with peril stress.
Guys, I can't wait for the Steam Summer sale.
Allie couldn't
I know,
wait,
right? Like,
which is why
jeez.
she got the Apollo trilogy now. It wasn't on sale for the Ace Attorney. Or for the Capcom sale.
At this point, I'm pretty sure Allie's going to find a way to play the Investigations Duology collection before it's even released. Like, before me.
She'll make the collection.
I don't trust that. No offense, Allie. I should be in charge of that.
I didn't say should.
Beyond the parlor.
There isn't anything else I need to give this guy other than the honey candy or whatever, right?
I think it's just the honey candy.
What the? Are you doing the trouble with the bomb
Yes.
and his tongue is stuck? Yeah, it's just the honey candy.
Okay.
Did you make the honey candy?
I got the cake mix. I need to get honey syrup.
Which is in the shop right there.
It's in Rogueport's shop.
Yeah.
It wasn't there when I tried to get them to
No,
combine.
that's maple syrup.
Right. Right.
They're not the same thing.
Honey syrup is the starting game one.
Look, man. It's been like 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, has been for everyone else too. What's your plan?
None of you are playing it right now.
You're right, I'm doing 3 things at once.
Coping, seething, and malding.
No. Can't wait for Skyward Sword Randomizer. HD Randomizer, I should say, to come out soon.
In less than a week.
Yeah. I saw that trailer. That was awesome. I've seen some of Gymnast's speedruns before.
I am very excited. Like,
He seems like somebody who's very much in good position to make the HD randomizer.
the biggest thing stopping me from playing Skyward Sword Randomizer more is just the practicality of setting up like dolphin bar shit.
That's not that hard.
It's not hard, but it's annoying, and I also have to deal with Wii remotes that run on batteries.
Yeah,
And
I
the
get it.
bar itself is not very ideal in a close setup like a PC.
True.
Whereas being able to just sit down.
Hey, you're not going to convince me that HD is worse, so for any reason. So yeah.
There will be. It is coming out the 7th.
Yep. I can't wait.
There was already a randomizer for Wii, whether I don't know if you knew that or not, but HD is getting one now. Which also is the first of the HD remakes to be getting a randomizer.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is interesting, because I would have thought there'd be more demand for Wind Waker.
Hopefully that'll happen too, though.
Oh, I really do want them.
And Twilight Princess. Just all of them.
Do you guys really want to do this? Like, come on.
We want to be stampeded again.
Step on me, Daddy!
Oh god, they like it. Oh.
That's another thing I like about Yoshi. He doesn't go on the stage to hit him.
Yeah,
He just
Gleaming
looks
Roses, you
at
should.
him.
Yeah, if you like Skyward Sword, definitely check that out when it comes out. Dawn of a New Day? Question.
We all like
Yeah.
words.
If we already weren't talking about all these other Zelda things, I might have gone
Right.
and said, wait!
Right. But maybe in the future, though. Always something to save, right?
Character you'd like to realistically have as a partner because it'd be funny. Desmond, Dupless, and Punio. I'm guessing Desmond is your Yoshi.
I would love to have Punio.
It's terrible.
I want Punio. I want the 101 Punies.
As a
I
partner,
think
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
See, enemy attacks are less effective because they can only hit one or two of them, but at the same time they lose health when they attack because they're kind of wimpy.
It's like that fight when you're like fighting early on the swarm of fuzzies, except
Yeah.
the roles have been reversed.
It's Pikmin.
Wait, when
Yeah.
did I get 1 HP for Yoshi?
Did you pick up a heart after a battle?
That might have happened.
See how it would appear like when you do the character swap.
Go fight a Goomba in the sewers.
7 step on a spike.
Yes. So the thing about it is taking it a little further. When you swap the character out, one puny comes out, and then 100 of them come out from behind it.
Or you could just go and have Yoshi sit on the piranha plants here. Sit on the piranha plant, then run away.
Oh, we've gotta fuck you guys up.
What do you think? You know that's not gonna work, right? What a dumbass.
Oh my gosh!
Thank
a
you for
moveset
your help,
for
buddy.
Pennington.
Thank you for your help. You
So
get to
cool.
live today.
What's up, Ikachi?
I was just commenting on Gleaming Rose's idea. Like, I was just dreaming the idea of how cool a moveset for Pennington would be.
I think I've seen skins where you can replace Koops with
really?
Koopy-Koo.
That's cool. yeah, Pino's Stampede. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Although I feel like Red would be very much against a Koopy-Koo partner.
I'd be against replacing Koops with anything.
Well, we all know he's sexist. So.
Well, remember, Red, there was also the mod to make Koops replace Mario.
Wait, what?
Now that's a good one.
So you have Koops replace Mario, and Koops...
Can you have
partners
Koops
replaced
partnered
by
with
Koopy-Koo.
Koops? Oh yeah,
Just
Koops and
make-
Koopy-Koo.
Just make everyone Koops.
Okay.
Oh, all of them are Koops. So
Yeah.
Koops blows up.
On your quest to defeat the Shadow Koops.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not just your party. Everyone
Locked
in the
behind
game
the
is
1,000-year
Coops.
coop door.
Right, well,
Need the coop
that's...
stars.
Ugh,
Like Mad Libs.
that was the pit and the remaining troubles. So,
Yay!
that'll
Crystal
be
shells.
it for this stream. Next stream, you're gonna be around tomorrow, Greg? Alright?
I'm gonna be doing something probably during part of your stream at least.
Like what? How long?
On New Day stuff.
Oh, with okay. You set
Yeah.
up the schedule thing.
Yeah, I talked. Yeah,
Cool.
When is that gonna start?
after 6.
How long do you think it would take?
I don't know, but probably not like the whole stream run time. It's up to you.
I mean, yeah, probably fine. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Probably to have the stream tomorrow. So, and yeah, we'll be tackling the Palace of Shadow and finishing up the main game, and yeah.
All right.
So see you guys later.